Look how ready I am. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Welcome. We are super focused up and on top of things, and it is time on Monday night here at 8 p.m. Pacific time on Saving Throw for, well, I guess for the next week. And this week as well, for ETU Undeclared, which is our mini-series special event in partnership with Pinnacle Entertainment for their Kickstarter for the new edition of Savage Worlds Adventure Edition, which is going on now. So if you're here from the Kickstarter, thank you guys for unlocking this as a stretch goal. Some red shirt. Thank you for the resub. If you are here because you just randomly found us, hi, welcome, thanks for being here. You should check out the Kickstarter for Savage Worlds Adventure Edition. You can just enter _Kickstarter in chat and follow that link, right?
Sure.
Yeah, let's hope that's turned on. And then if you're here from just being a part of our Saving Throw community, you should also check out the Kickstarter for Savage Worlds Adventure Edition. I highly recommend it. My name is Jordan Caves-callarman. I am the dean this evening since we were playing in ETU, but typically I am the marshal of Wildcards, which is our Friday night Savage Worlds Deadlands Reloaded show every Friday here on Saving Throw. But no, with Pinnacle, we are doing ETU Undeclared. Castles and Chemo, thank you for the resub.
Thanks for the resub.
Because this is a sponsored game with Pinnacle Entertainment, there are no rewards. Rewards. Why do I always want to say it like that? There are no rewards. Ordinarily here on Saving Throw, we have a lot of interactivity with things that can be unlocked or changed about the game through tips or other means, but not tonight. Not tonight. We will be continuing to play as much as possible rules as written, because that's the point. We're showing off some of the new rules from the new edition of Savage Worlds. So, that having been said, let's meet everybody. As I said, my name is Jordan Caves-callarman. I'm the dean, but let's meet the players. This is the cast of Wildcards, but they are not the Wildcards posse tonight. No, they are playing as a new batch of people from 1988 in Pine Box, Texas, site of East Texas University, where they are all freshman students. But let's hear the player's name, their character name, a tiny bit about your character, and then I will have a question for each of your characters.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, then.
But we'll start randomly. Over here.
Oh, wow.
Hi, my name's Zook, and I'm playing Mike Squire.
And then a little bit about Mike Squire.
I'm getting there.
Oh, sorry.
That was the part about
I wanted to take the moment.
Dramatic pause.
Yeah, and he is, see, I'm so used to going like, he's a gunslinger. Done.
He ain't.
But he's not.
He's not.
Not yet.
He's a football player, not super bright, but lovable, and loyal. And he
Jigadius, thank you for the sub. Or
Yeah.
Jigadius.
Jigadius.
That's a cool Pokemon.
Yeah, he's not very smart. He actually has ADHD, which prevents him from focusing a whole lot on things. He is very stubborn and he's overconfident. He also walked out of The Exorcist because he is a big fraidy cat.
Perfect.
But he loves cubes of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Loves cubes of Mountain Dew and pork cracklings.
I am curious. This has
yes,
been
sir.
bothering me all week. What is exactly a cube of Mountain Dew? What is a cube of Mountain
someone
Dew?
in chat. So many people were like, "These people are from the '80s." I was born in 1977. Okay, so I grew up in the '80s. You were right. Cubes of Mountain Dew were not around in the '80s. They came out in like 1990. But that was basically the whole thing was, oh man, 24 of drinks are hard to carry. What if we stacked 12 on 12? That will make it much easier, so much lighter. So they did that. They stacked 12 on 12, and it made a cube.
A wonderful cube.
Yeah, and like, this is going to be so much easier to carry around.
This is going to revolutionize software transportation. Yeah. And by software, I mean soft drink.
Boom.
Thanks very much, Mr. Troy, for the
Thank
resub.
you.
Hey, Mr. Troy, good to see you.
So
that's it.
So that's about
I'm
Mike.
sure someone's going to correct me about when cubes came out and how they were stacked and everything like that, but essentially you get it.
It's largely that. And right next to Mr. Cube, we got...
Hello, I'm playing Prakash Dureja, also known as PK, and he is a
PK.
freshman at East Texas University and in the pre-med track. And he's very curious and wants to know everything he can, being from a different country. He's from India originally. And he's an outsider, so it's hard for him to convince others of things that he wants to do or wants them to do. But he's very driven to pursue that American dream because he was brought here on a sort of, student exchange program, and he wants to do the best he can for himself and his family across the ocean. He's also calculating, which I haven't used this yet.
No, and that is a really cool new edge from Savage Worlds Adventure Edition. So if and when we get into a combat situation, you will be able to show that off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank
That's
you,
up, Giant 49er. Thank you very much for the tip.
thank you
Again,
very
there are
much.
no unlocks tonight, but if you want a tip, we won't stop you. And then
technically we cannot.
we can't stop you.
Can't stop
We
you
can't
from
keep it from
tipping.
happening. Across the table from PK, we've got right
Hi.
here, mouthful of liquid.
My name is Meghan Caves, and I play Debbie Winger.
That's Megan.
She is a meteorology major, and that's really the main thing that you see when you look at her, is that she's a meteorology major.
I bet she knows a lot about weather, you think,
She
looking
knows
at Debbie.
a lot about weather, because that's why she's a meteorology major, because she really likes weather. It has nothing to do with the fact that she could be on TV because of weather. So,
Also, when she has the time and a break from her weather
Yeah.
studies, she cheerleads,
yeah,
I believe.
just when she has the time. I mean,
When
it's
she has
like
the time.
a side thing. It's not a big deal. It's not like she's wearing her cheerleader uniform and has her pom-poms.
Yeah. Just a side gig. Just a side gig.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, Debbie Winger. She is not very good at academics. She has another. This is specific to ETU. Her hindrance, overprotective mother.
She has a lot of very specific to ETU hindrances.
She has an overprotective mother. Hey, thank you, Rocky
Rocky
Mountain
Mountain Games. Thank you for the bits.
Thank you.
Or as I'm learning, might actually be called a narcissistic mother. Anyway, but she's very controlling, and Debbie doesn't really know who she is. It's just all about making sure that Debbie gets seen because Victoria is her mother's name.
Victoria.
Vicky Winger really wants to make sure that her little darling girl gets the attention that she needs.
That Vicky needs.
Yeah. Also, she's a big mouth. Which might come up, but I don't know. She can't keep her mouth shut. And she has this thing that's really not that big of a deal, but it's an anti-technology aura. So, technology sometimes breaks down around her. No big deal.
Sometimes.
Yeah. But she might not be academic smart, but she's very empathetic and a kind person whenever she can get away from needing to focus on the attention that she must get to get her mother to love her.
Yes. And then finally,
My name is Jordan Pridgeon, and I am playing Crispin Kip Springfield. He's a young activist, and I know the 80s didn't have a whole lot of activism going on for the whole thing, but he's basically just always trying to find somehow to help people. He's the sort who organizes and gets things going, and is perhaps a little annoying about it because he just very much wants to be involved with things, but his heart is in the right place and he wants to be a good person. He is extreme. He's pretty lucky, and he wears glasses which he cannot see well at all without, and
Jinkies.
Yeah, and he has I mean, this has always been one of my favorite Savage Worlds things, is that he has the hindrance heroic, that he has to, go in and save people and help people if he can. Which I'm just it's just a perfect indicator of what the Savage Worlds setting is like, that being a hero can be a serious problem.
Yes, indeed. All right, so those are our players and their characters. Now, I have a question. And maybe I should recap a little bit, even though I have some other things to go over. I'll go over this other stuff first, then I'll recap, then we'll ask the question.
BSB
Care. Thank you very much for the tip.
If you guys are considering
Good to see you.
tipping, check out the Kickstarter that's going on.
Definitely.
And put a little bit in there.
Yeah.
You get stuff.
And also,
More stuff.
on that note, there were some things that were unclear after our last session. Some comments that I just wanted to address and clear.
You mean more about cubes?
Yeah, so I printed out some more information about cubes. No, so for those of you who do not know, we were not going to reveal this until the end because we didn't want people to spoil things for themselves if they like being surprised. But we are actually running a written adventure called Last Rites of the Black Guard. Now, what's interesting about this adventure is this was the very first licensee adventure for Savage Worlds. So one thing that Clint and I, talking about doing this Kickstarter game, thought might be interesting would be showing one of the oldest licensee products being used with the new edition of the rules to show just how easy it is to adapt even older Savage Worlds properties with the new rules, which it is very easy to do, I can say, having done so. Also, a couple other things. So ETU has an additional trait, much like Deadlands has grit and other settings have setting-specific things, called academics, which is an indication of how well your student at ETU takes their exams. However, there is a new skill in Savage Worlds Adventure Edition, also called academics. So when I am asking the players for academics roles, I'm asking them for a skill roll. We are not going to take exams throughout the course of this adventure, so I will never ask them for that kind of academics role. But academics is a new skill, along with some of you noted that we pointed out last time, electronics, which is a skill, science, which is a skill. All of those things are not knowledges, but their own specific skill. So that is another new aspect of the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition rules. And I would like to point out something really cool that I thought happened this week on the Kickstarter. Because yes, even though this is a sponsored game from Pinnacle Entertainment as part of their Kickstarter, I am also a Kickstarter backer for this project. In fact, many of us at the table are. We just really like Savage Worlds, which is why we were so excited to be a part of this. And something cool happened. They released a preview of the chase rules on the Kickstarter not too long ago with the Return to Sleepy Hollow adventure that was designed to show off the chase rules. Then, a lot of people in the community on the Kickstarter were giving them feedback and notes and things that they didn't feel like were very clear or worked the way that maybe they were intended to with the new chase rules. So they pulled that down, and then they took about a week sending it back to playtest and design, and then just like yesterday or just very recently, Shane Hensley reposted the new chase rules that are entirely different, and from what I understand, I haven't had a chance to read through all of them in depth yet, addressed a lot of the problems people were having, and I think that's a really cool thing for a company to do, to listen to the people that are the players of their game, to take something back, even though they were like, yeah, we've put this out, we feel pretty good about it, and completely rework it because of feedback that they got from everyone. I think that that really kind of shows Pinnacle's dedication to playing their own game. And I think that's a cool thing. I think that's a cool thing to do. And that's another reason why I enjoy Savage Worlds, because it's a community like that. So thank you guys for being here.
You had questions?
That's everything. I do have questions, but I think I'm going to wait until after I recap. So I think, guys, it might be time. Class is in session. So last week on East Texas University Undeclared, the group were sent out largely to get out of Professor Stance's hair to investigate a woman who had called the university's parapsychology department because she believed her house might be haunted. They set up some equipment, they toured the home, they spoke to the family, Lisa Gray and her two children, Marissa and Matthew, and learned that all sorts of strange things were happening around the house. They also learned that not too long ago, their next-door neighbor had passed away, and in the course of discovering his body in his home, it was revealed that he was actually a Nazi, which is a bit unusual and an unsettling thing to learn about a neighbor. They were given a newspaper clipping detailing the information of that discovery, and they learned a bit more about what was going on in the house. As the family went to sleep, they began to experience some strange things in the home. And we'll get to that in a moment, but I'm curious to see what each of your characters currently feels like is happening here. What is going on? What is their headspace at? Anyone who feels like they have something to say.
I think Debbie's just kind of nervous and excited that it seems like there might actually be some proof here of something happening, like a lot of proof. And that, and that she can kind of, I don't know, be like, this also might be a way to, like, not necessarily a negative way, but she can present this and it can be like a positive way of getting attention as well. Like she can be a part of this.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, what Debbie thinks and what Megan thinks are two different things potentially.
Sure. Well, I just wanted to see what Debbie thought.
Yeah.
Kip is, Kip is dead convinced that there is a haunting going on.
Well, Kip has had the most direct experience
Yes.
with the haunting so far. Kip is the only one who has had a direct experience with a plainly visible ABE, or atmospheric ball of energy,
Yes,
in
and
the bathroom.
I think that scared the crap out of him. And I think even though it was a generally like not positive, but it like communicated with him, there were still elements of the entire thing which have left him distinctly shaken and kind of feeling like, oh, this is like a neat thing we're investigating with no real danger or anything involved. But there were elements, especially like the light like going black and like putting off this like angry aura at times that made Kip realize, oh, we might be getting into territory that's more dangerous than we expected.
What about over on this side?
I think PK is actually very excited because he wants to excel in everything he tries. And when he was sent on this task by the professor, he was told, like, don't expect anything to happen. It's probably just going to be a wild goose chase. But it turns out, no, things are happening. And, I mean, he didn't have a direct contact, but certainly strange things have already happened. And who knows what's happening in the kitchen now. But at the same time, he's also a very spiritual person. And he is religious. And he knows that there is another world out there that he believes in. And it's not too strange to expect this kind of thing to be happening in a different country that he's not familiar with. Maybe it's more common than not.
Sure. And PK was the one who discovered the book on the Holocaust
Also
in the
true.
study
Yeah.
that had the picture of the young girl who appeared to be a concentration camp prisoner who spoke.
She was asking for help.
How many of us saw that move?
I believe everyone
Except
except
me.
for Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that kind of confirms it a little more, too.
And Mike?
Mike is freaked out. He doesn't know that it's real, but everyone is doing their damnedest to make him freak out, and I think that they might be doing it purposefully, and he does not appreciate it.
Mike has not actually experienced anything
Nope.
directly at this point. Mike is one of the only ones who has none.
Yeah.
That's why he's still here.
This could be all just us doing a big prank on Mike.
Yeah, hey, I wouldn't be surprised because I brought you to 6 pipe experiences, I guess, and you were not happy that all of them just turned out to be bad pipes.
I like those pipe experiences.
I know, but
All right. So that's where we are. Let's go ahead and hand out some bennies up top at the start of the game.
Bennies!
So we will be using these super cool ETU bennies.
Draw!
Michael? No, you don't? What? No.
what?
So, Mike,
Yeah.
you get 3 bennies because you are a normal human person.
Oh,
Alright.
man.
PK, you get 3 bennies because you too are a normal human person. And Debbie,
Okay.
don't forget, you're also a normal human person, so there are
didn't-
your 3.
I
However,
didn't forget.
Kip, you're a lucky human person.
I never draw only 3 frayed chips.
So you start with
Never.
4.
That's for peasants.
And
Or bennies.
I have one Benny that I would like to award that happened at the very end of the last game that I made a note of to bring over to the next game. And that is going to be to Debbie for making the comment that it was weird that Kip was asking her to run into the bathroom he was using with a camera.
Yeah.
I found that a particularly apt observation, so I would like to award you a Benny at the beginning of this game for that thing that happened
Thank
last
you.
time.
I'm more
For those
than
of you
average.
that did not watch or don't remember from last time, I am not used to handing out bennies during the game because that is typically triggered by other things during wildcards. So, if you see something that you think is absolutely Benny-worthy, feel free to shout about it in chat. And Rick Bear, who is running everything behind the cameras for us, thank you very much, Rick, might send me a message if he feels like a lot of people are getting real loud about it, and we can award that player a Benny. However, keep in mind, I do not like to pile on bennies. I like to spread stuff around. So even if someone is doing something really cool, if they literally just got a Benny for something else, I might let that one slide and just give them a nice golf clap for that instead. You gotta share the wealth with
What's the
bennies.
mechanic benefit of a golf clap?
A golf clap?
Yeah.
It makes you feel heartened.
Especially if you're a golfer.
Okay.
And I, as per usual, get a Benny for each of you. So I will have 1, 2, 3, 4 bennies out there on the table. Now, I believe we have this floor map here of the Gray Home, and you all have these East Texas University miniatures representing each one of your characters. So if you could, set yourselves up where you were last. I believe Kip was in the children's restroom over there.
Yeah.
then I
You were
was
actually
too,
in the
wasn't I?
living room here, I believe, Mike.
Yeah.
Debbie and Kip were over here, and PK and Mike were in the living room.
These bennies are so...
God damn it.
a loud noise from the kitchen in the midst of everything else that you were doing.
Jerk.
You all hear it. You all have the sudden certainty. Something just happened in the kitchen.
What was that? What was that?
All right. Which one of you went into the kitchen and is making noise in there? Because seriously, I will go back to my truck and grab my bat and beat you senseless.
It's not us. We're both here.
We're in the bathroom.
Together?
Well, yeah, it's a long story. Don't.
All right, okay, there's something in the kitchen.
All right, well, let's go. I got a camera. I'll take it into the kitchen. Let's go, right?
Okay, just be careful.
All right.
There's something really going on here.
Okay, yeah, it seems that way, but we gotta catch it. So I'm gonna take the camera I'm holding that I assume is connected to a wall somewhere, but it's got a really long cable.
Wait, no,
Wait,
you have
no,
a Polaroid. You have an instant camera. You don't have a video camera.
Oh yeah, that's not what you brought to the...
I thought it was video camera.
No, you brought an instant camera.
Okay, well, I'll take that then to the kitchen.
Okay, so you're just gonna walk into the kitchen with your Polaroid
Let's
camera.
bring flashlights.
I will go with Debbie.
Okay.
Too. And urge caution as we're going.
Okay, are you two just kind of hanging out in the kitchen? And you can see them come out of this little alcove that leads to the bathrooms there and walk into the kitchen. Are you just gonna let them check this out?
No, we have to go.
Can we not see into the kitchen?
That's a bar?
That is a
Yeah.
bar, but there is actually kind of, it's like one of those bars that has like a cut through thing. So there's a wall above it, and then sort of like a little viewing window, and then the bar stool.
So we're right by the kitchen?
You guys are right by everyone's right by the
no,
kitchen.
I'm not gonna just walk in and like take a picture. I wanna go investigate and see if I see anything. And if I don't, I wanna take a picture.
Okay.
Come on, Mike, we have to go.
No, seriously, I think you guys brought like someone else separately. And
Mike,
I'm
we
just.
didn't bring anyone separately.
And
What are you talking
Mike's
about?
just gonna go straight into the kitchen, like, you goddamn.
Straight into the
mother-"
kitchen.
Okay, wait, all right,
So
wait
the
for me.
lights are off in the kitchen, but there's light from the living room and there's light from the bathroom light spilling in there now, so it's dimly illuminated. And Mike just charges right into the kitchen as Debbie is sort of creeping in with the camera, Kip right behind her,
I'm following him,
and
yeah.
PK protesting behind Mike. And you don't see anything. The kitchen
Anyone in
appears
here?
to be
Maybe
empty.
it's one of the kids. Is there a kid in here? What are the kids' names again?
Marissa and Matthew.
Marissa? Matthew? All right, I'm gonna take a picture. So I want to just like try to get like the whole kitchen basically. So
You don't have that much Polaroid
If you just
film.
hold it down though and then move.
panorama Polaroid. I don't think the kitchen's that big, right? I feel like
It's
I
a
can do
fairly
it in
large
2.
room.
Can I do it in 3?
You could do it in 2 if you're trying
I'll
to
do
do
it
that.
in 2.
All right.
I'm crafty.
So as the flash is going off from your camera, and you're hearing the whirring of the machination as it spits out the photo, can I get everyone except for Debbie, who is taking pictures, to make a notice roll for me?
I got a 5.
A 5? That'll do it. A 4 is a success.
Is this sound-based? Because I'm at -1.
This is not sound-based. No, you definitely got a little bit of a minor ear infection from that pork crackling
Ear
that Mike
infection?
spat in your ear earlier.
Hey, this is how I die.
Pork crack.
So 4.
4? That is a success.
I got 2.
Mike, you got a 2. You did not succeed. And Debbie, you were taking pictures of the camera, looking through the viewfinder, taking pictures of the kitchen. You both notice, in the flash of the camera, since no one has turned on the lights, there appears to be something on the ground just past this little island there.
Did anybody see that? There's something over there.
All right,
What is it?
I'm gonna go find out.
I want to see it.
Be careful.
I'll come with you. I want to see it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna reach over and switch on the light.
Okay.
What?
And in the sudden light,
I mean, why go in the dark? Like,
No, you're
right.
right.
That's a very
As
smart.
the
I think when the lights pop on, I'm like, oh!
It's all right. It's just the lights, kid.
as the fluorescent tube lights in the fixture above just to light, the kitchen is bathed in a pale, unhealthy, good old-fashioned American fluorescent glow. And you can all see there appears to be something small on the ground on the other side of the island.
What is it?
I'll go look at it.
Okay, so you kind of creep around the kitchen island, and Kip, you were going too, right?
Mhm.
And you guys...
I'll go the other way around the kitchen.
Okay. You guys
Very
both
clever.
sort of take your sweet time getting around the island and peering over, and you see on the ground there appears to be a very heavy, solid wooden cutting board that is cracked, lying on the ground.
What is it?
In just 2 pieces?
It's actually
Like
not
shattered?
cracked in 2 pieces. It is splintered and cracked. It's still held together, but there's multiple
Oh.
I mean, give me a science roll, PK.
Okay. No.
No. Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's all kinds of cracked on the floor.
Can I use one of these?
You want to re-roll the science roll?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very smart. I want to prove I'm very smart. I'm very smart.
From the way it is splintered out from on the wood, it looks like this cutting board was slammed onto the ground with either great force or dropped from a very great height.
I mean, and the island's only like, it's a regular size island. It's like 2 feet, 3 feet.
It is. You also don't remember seeing a cutting board like this on the island earlier.
Something must have broken this. Someone must have slammed this on the floor, but it would require a lot of force to hit the ground from this height and break.
Couldn't it? So you don't think it just fell off?
I don't think so. If it fell off, it would not have shattered like this.
I'll look at like if it fell from somewhere high. I guess I'll examine, see if there's anything like on the ceiling.
Yeah,
anything
I will
above.
also
Well,
look up.
Even
So-
if it fell from the ceiling, I don't think it would have shattered. It's a very sturdy looking cutting
So-
board.
It is. It's very thick.
You're saying someone had to do it,
I think-
basically, right?
Well, yes, someone had to come in here and take this and with a lot of force slam it into the ground to break it.
Right, so who did y'all bring?
Now, come on, is this a prank? Are you pranking us?
All right. Look.
What is that noise?
You all look over to the corner where the video camera you set up earlier in the kitchen is making a quiet whirring noise as the tape plays through,
Oh my god.
recording exactly the direction that you all are facing.
Oh my god, we're so stupid. There was a camera. There's a camera that set everything.
All right,
Oh,
get the
yeah.
camera. Let's take it in the other room and let's watch that tape back.
Well, I don't know if we have to take it apart, but we have it's connected to the monitor. We can just rewind it on the monitor.
All right, fine, whatever.
All right. Yeah,
Look.
let's-
I need to tell you all what just happened to me.
What do you mean? We were all here. We heard that in the
Well,
kitchen.
No.
he asked me to bring a camera into the bathroom.
Okay,
Oh,
now
come
we
on,
don't,
kid,
we
that's
really
just-
don't.
that's-
No,
Oh,
listen
you
to
guys-
me! These pictures that have had the little orbs of light. I saw one of them in real life. When I went to the bathroom, I took off my glasses and I thought it was just a reflection for a moment, but when I put them back on, it was still there. And it communicated with me.
What? Like, how?
It gave off light that you could tell. When I asked it questions, it blinked green or red, and it got angry when you came and knocked on the door.
Why?
Why is it mad at Daddy?
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
It said it wasn't the rabbi. It said it wasn't the little girl. What was the name?
Amy.
It said it wasn't Amy. And then it went away before I could get any more information.
Well, it seems like there's a lot. I mean, if that's a ghost, there's a lot of them in here. It's what the little girl said.
Wait, you said you took your glasses off though.
But I put them back on and it was still there.
But what if it's probably just a drop of water
It
on your
wasn't
glasses? Or
a drop of water, PK.
Okay, don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to reason things out.
It wasn't a drop of water.
All right. Let's not argue. Let's look at this tape and see what we find, and then maybe it will corroborate whatever it is you saw.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are going to go back to your little monitor command center in the living room
Yes.
and try and replay the tape from the kitchen.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Mike.
Mike is going to go out to his truck.
Okay.
He's going to open the tool thing, reach in and grab his baseball bat and slam the little thing, then march right back into the house.
Okay.
He's like, if someone is here, they're going to get their ass kicked.
All right, let's not jump to violence.
Real quick though, Mike, while you're out at your truck grabbing your baseball bat, make a notice roll at a -2 for me.
Oh man.
Oh, great.
You
Yeah.
ghosted. Oh, you done, son.
Looks like a 1 and a 2 there.
Yeah, which is, I have a -4 at this moment.
That's correct.
But that means you don't notice.
Right, I know. Well,
Okay.
I'm just going to.
Yeah. Do
Wait, you have a -4. You
have
don't
a
have
ghost
notice?
bat.
I have -2 because of my ADHD.
Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, not gonna happen for you, Mike. It's a 3 and a 2. That is not enough. So yeah,
If you had made it, you'd be like, your car is gone.
But since you didn't make it, you grab your baseball bat from your truck and march back inside.
Yeah, and I'm just like
Into the wrong house.
All right.
I swear to God, if
Mike,
there's another person.
if it is ghosts, though, that bat's probably not going to do much. I mean, just from what I know about ghosts.
Okay. If this is a ghost, this baseball bat, I don't give a flying shit. Okay, because this baseball bat is gonna go through whatever, all right? And if they're trying to freak me out or whatever, like this bat is gonna be my direct connection to God, okay?
You know what? You know
Mike,
what?
violence is not the way to solve
All
this
right,
problem.
Kip, it's not the time for that. You know what, Mike? You're right. You're right. That baseball bat is gonna be what's gonna protect all of us. So it's really good that you have it.
No, it's-
even against PK, even against ghosts.
What-
You're right.
There are
PK,
children in this.
Thank
there
you.
are children in this household. What if he damages
PK,
someone?
why don't you come over here? I'm trying to make him feel better. So shut up, PK. I know a bat's not gonna do anything against a ghost.
I think there are better ways of making him feel better than giving him a weapon to wield
Okay,
around
well,
his home.
he feels good about it. I'll keep an eye on him. I'm probably faster than he is. I'll grab it from him if I have to.
Okay,
But it's better than him freaking out, right? So just.
I don't see why you Texans are so obsessed with your weapons.
All right, well, you know what?
Yeah,
we
we
got to
understand
protect
it.
ourselves around here. So just take your activism. It's great and whatever, but just don't do it right now at him. Unless you want to get hit over the head with that bat.
all right, Debbie. All right, do I need to make a roll to check this tape?
No, it's pretty straightforward. You've used equipment like this before, although you've never used Professor Stance's equipment because
No,
this is new
this is new
and
stuff.
cutting edge. So if this is not exactly something that you could do with monitors and tape in the 80s, it is now because it's 88 and this is cutting edge stuff from a grant.
We are living in the future right now.
But if it's not something that you could do, just pretend that we
You
said they
could.
ejected the tape, put a new tape in, and brought the tape over to the VCR attached to the
I
monitors.
have a phone in my car.
That's true.
So, I mean,
Pretty crazy. So you rewind the tape back not too far because this didn't happen all that long ago. So you're all watching the image of you guys coming into the kitchen and you guys leaving the kitchen. Then the cutting board just kind of really quickly just zips out of the picture, and then you want to stop it there and play through it.
Yeah.
Okay. So is everybody watching this tape?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a notice roll at a -2 for me.
What is my notice? Oh, good. It's the same as Rose's.
Hey, aced it. Hey,
There you go,
Hey,
Mike.
I did it!
So I got a 5, which is a 3.
Oh,
Okay, so you got a 3 total. You got a 6 total, Mike.
No, I got a 4.
You got a 4
I got a
total.
3.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I want to re-roll it.
Oh, you're gonna re-roll it?
Yay, I aced
Aced
it.
it.
Nice job.
Thanks. I got a 10.
A 10. That's
10.
-2.
Oh, no,
8,
not minus
minus
2.
2.
8.
An 8. Okay.
I got a 2.
A 2. All right. So you guys failed. So as you're playing, you play back the video, and what you two see is just an empty, dark kitchen with just a little bit of ambient light, and you see like some movement off by the bathroom that you think might be Debbie, like moving over there with the camera, and then the cutting board just falls to the floor and shatters on impact.
Like from off
The
screen,
camera, like from above the frame of the camera, because this is set up on a counter over there. It just falls to the floor and shatters. You got a 4. So
I literally, one hand is my baseball bat, also holding a bag of pork cracklings, and I'm just staring at the screen like this.
so you're somehow one hand has a baseball bat and that's also grabbing pork cracklings out of
Well,
a.
I'm holding the bag with the bat like that,
Okay.
kind of like that.
Okay. Oh right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see it. You notice something looks a little weird when you're watching back the tape. You see the movement over by the bathroom that looks like Debbie, but then for just an instant, it looks like there's kind of a weird shadow where there shouldn't be in the kitchen. And then you see the cutting board fall, just like the other guys do. You got a success with the raise. So not only do you catch that weird shadow, you also notice at the very, very bottom corner of the video frame, you see what looks like a tiny little bit of movement just enter the frame. It looks like something entering the frame, like looking back over at the kitchen. You see there's a drawer just at the far edge of the camera's field of view, and then it looks like just real quick blip. You see something pulled out of that drawer.
It's not the cutting board?
You can't tell. It's just like a little bit of movement on the very bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and then you see the cutting board fall.
You see that? You see that something? That drawer opened.
There's like a shadow or something.
Yeah, yeah,
See anything?
Well, but there's like, watch it again.
Rewind it, rewind it.
Rewind it.
Here.
There's like a drawer that opens and something comes out of it. I don't know if it's a cutting board or not, but it comes out.
Well, can a cutting board fit in that drawer?
I don't know. How big is this cutting board?
The cutting board's pretty big and solid. Are you gonna go back in the kitchen and check?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go back in the kitchen and you see that there is indeed a drawer there, but right below the drawer, there's a slot in the cabinets where a cutting board just that side might be able to slide in, like one of those slide out cutting boards that are sometimes in
That's probably where it
cabinets.
came from.
But it doesn't explain how it happened.
No, but it did look like somebody or something pulled it out of there and slammed it on the floor.
You hear that? We're on to you. Better come out.
There's people sleeping. Shh.
Okay, let's go check that drawer. See if there's any sign of anything or anything still back in there.
You guys are over by the drawer. So
we are.
Yeah,
I thought we went back into the other room.
You did, but then when she was pointing that out, you went to check and saw that there's a slot where it looks like maybe the cutting board could have been pulled out from.
Well, all right then. Scratch my comment.
I'm going to go check on Miss Gray and her child. Just make sure that we didn't wake her up with all this noise.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
a good idea.
We didn't make the noise.
Well, I know, but I want her to make sure that, that if she needs anything, we're here for her.
Right.
So I'm just going to walk over to their door and kind of knock lightly and then just open it and just make sure they're still sleeping.
Okay, you're gonna knock before making sure
But like
they're
a very
still
light
sleeping?
knock, just to know, not like a...
So you're trying to do this without waking them up.
Well, I assume that noise woke up everybody. It was very loud.
Okay.
So, just gonna...
So you do that and you kind of like crack the door open. It's dark in here, but from the light that's coming through the door, you can see what looks like the sleeping figure of Miss Gray and her daughter on the bed. And you also notice over in the corner an oscillating fan that is creating a little bit of a white noise element here in the room. So despite the fact that it was pretty loud and sudden, with the door open in here, most of what you can hear is just the noise from the fan.
Okay.
So they appear to still be asleep in their beds.
Great.
What about Matthew? Someone should check on Matthew.
So Lisa had told you earlier Matthew is a super heavy sleeper, but you definitely
I'll
can
go
if you want.
check on him just to be sure. We should make sure he's safe.
Yeah,
You're right.
because the bathroom is right outside his
That's a
room.
good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
I'll go check on him.
Okay.
I'll just crack the door.
Well, you guys actually have a camera set up pointed at Matthew's
room.
bed.
I'll check the monitor then.
Matthew is still asleep in his bed, from what you can tell.
Do I notice any other changes in the other rooms if I cycle through the monitors?
So let's see. You guys have a camera set up in the kitchen, in Matthew's room, in Marissa's empty room, and in Lisa's bedroom. Oh, and in the dining room over there. No.
Okay.
All right.
Everything else seems pretty much the same.
What time
I think
is it?
At this point, it's getting close to like 11 o'clock at night.
Sorry.
I think whatever did that was trying to get our attention, to scare us, drive us off, something like that. Now, whatever entity it was that came to me in the bathroom, it didn't seem aggressive. It seemed like it was trying to talk, but this feels different.
Wait, why do you think that other one was trying to scare us off? Because it made a loud noise? Maybe.
Smash things.
Right, but maybe it was also trying to get our attention.
Well, maybe.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't know what's going on. It's not like there's a note left, or maybe it's just trying to scare us, like you're saying.
Well, Mr. Stan said that we can't do any seances. He said we shouldn't. But my curiosity might get the best of me. Maybe we should try.
Well, have you done a seance before?
Well, no, of course not. I've never done anything
Well,
like
how
that.
do you know how to do it?
I've read his books and I sort of remember.
Oh, he says how to do them in the books?
He mentions having done seances, but he provides No information in his books about how they are actually done.
I mean,
there's no instruction or anything, but I mean, there must be a way. It's just.
I mean, I've seen it in movies, but it's movies. I don't know.
Anyone got one of those like Ouija boards or something?
Maybe they have one.
I
Wait.
don't think that's a great idea.
We didn't take any pictures in the bathroom. We should go take some pictures. I'll go take some
that's a good
pictures in
idea.
there. Yeah, I'll go take pictures. And Kib, where was it that you saw this thing?
When I looked in the mirror, it was floating behind me over my left shoulder.
All right, so I'm gonna take a picture of like where he was standing at the mirror, and then
Okay.
I'm also gonna take a picture like facing that location.
So there's a mirror in front and a mirror behind the way
Okay.
this bathroom is set up. So you take those two pictures, basically two pictures of you taking a picture in the mirror, and they are spit out. And you also have those pictures from the kitchen that you took being
Right.
developed.
Oh yeah, what do those look like? I'm just.
So you can take them back to the living room command center if you want.
Okay.
The pictures you took in the kitchen, although the light was on, they look a bit dim. And there appears to be this sort of like almost white mist. It looks like fog. It just looks like the kitchen is foggy. The pictures you took in the bathroom are almost incomprehensible. You don't know if it's the light from the flash or whatever, but there's just a blaze of like dots and lens flare stuff all over the
We ever
place.
look at the pictures that I took of the house, the other house?
Yes. They were almost black.
Okay. I feel like there's something wrong with this camera. I mean, look at these photos. They're just like, there's nothing in here.
I looked at the camera and nothing's wrong. It could be the film, though. It could be something's
All right,
wrong with...
well, do we have another set of film?
No,
we only have the
we
two...
tried it on 2 cameras, and we've gotten the same results.
But the film came from the same place, presumably.
Well, you've read those books. What is like mist or just black or whatever? What does that mean in the books?
Okay, so you have read those books, but you do not have the occult skill, PK.
I don't.
So we are cheating things a little bit here.
But here's my way of seeing it. Like, I've read those books, but that's a lot of information.
It
And
is.
He's read a lot of books.
Yes.
So, but he wants to seem smart here. So
Okay.
he's going to try to recall as best he can and fill in the blanks with what he thinks scientifically it should be.
So I will. Okay, I'm gonna do this time. But then this is pretty much the extent of the information that you can recall from those made-up books that we started talking about. Give me a research roll
Okay.
at a -4.
Research is my jam. You screwed
So
up.
this is ordinarily this is another new skill. Basically takes the place of investigation, and it's meant to be like looking through books or like doing library research and that kind of thing. But I'm going to allow you to use it in this instance to recall something you read from those books that one
And
time.
a -4 is totally fair.
Because you do not have the books in front of you.
Totally fair.
It also sounds to me like, despite the books nominally being put out as academic things, they were probably written more to be like
Exactly.
titulating
Yes.
Absolutely.
psychological.
But
Yes.
he's a big fan of not a big fan, but he looks up and respects teachers to a point where like this is books that a teacher wrote. Like this has to be actual academic
These
stuff.
I'm
are
just saying he
teacher
might not
books.
write too much about breaking down the
Right.
There's
exact.
a lot
Yeah,
of haunting at Hill House in these books. That's what this makes me think.
Yeah.
Aced on a D8.
You aced on a D8. Okay, roll again.
He aced!
Okay, this isn't the D6s anymore. So
No, that's right. It's
don't
a
even,
D8.
Don't even.
You're
give me
just
a-
real good.
Don't-
A double ace on the D8. A double
Okay.
ace on the D8.
Don't even. Okay, it's just that's a 2 after that.
Ace!
So 18 minus 4 is a
AC.
14. That is a success with a couple raises.
Cool.
As she cheers you on, as Debbie cheers you on, remember that stuff. So I will say, this the pictures that Debbie is showing you, with the black swirling kind of darkness over the house next door, the dead Nazi house, and the white fog that looks like it's in the kitchen. This, for some reason, sparks a memory of something you read in one of Professor Stance's books when he was making allusions to ectoplasmic residue that could sometimes show up in photographs.
Yeah, from that Ghostbusters movie. Remember? Remember, he's all like, it slimed me.
That was Ghostbusters 2, wasn't it? Was
No,
that the first
Ghostbusters 1, they got
Cool.
slimed.
But
Great.
that's
Cool.
just
Phew.
a movie. That's not. Is that based on real stuff?
No, I think that's just entertainment hogwash.
I mean, they say it. They say ectoplasm. I mean, like.
Well, that's true. But it's not. I mean, have you seen those movies? Is it the same stuff? Should we be looking for goo?
Like a Slimer coming out of here or something?
I feel like we would smell it before we saw it if it was the case, but just because it shows up in the photo doesn't mean it's. I don't know.
All right. There is something really going on here, okay? I understand the photos could have been messed up for a little while. But we've tried it on 2 different cameras. It's been different in every room.
Wait, I have an idea. So why don't we rewind the cameras back to when we were taking pictures in the room so we can compare the photo to what's on the video camera? So we can see if we're seeing something similar. Or maybe we're seeing something different. I don't know if that'll give us any kind of evidence, but...
Okay. No, that's a good idea. It'll take some time, but we can try it. We have to line the photos up, get the monitors primed, and then we can't be recording while I'm doing that.
Well, we don't have to do it with every single camera at the same time. So it'll just be one room that we're not recording during that time, right? That's not as bad.
I suppose. It will take a lot of time to set it up, and
all right, well, we don't.
It's fine. No, it's a good idea. I think we should try it, but this is also something we can try when we leave the home.
Right. Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, what sort of? I mean, at this point, we're just trying to gather evidence, right? We're not really necessarily trying to figure it out right now.
You say these don't record audio, the cameras, right?
The cameras do not record audio, just video. You do have 2 sound recorders set up, one in Marissa's room and one in Matthew's room.
Right.
And those have been going this whole time. In fact, you guys are going to need to change the tape soon.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to weed through.
Maybe I'll get the tape out of Marissa's room, and then we can switch it out and then listen to it.
That's also fine, but we should keep the noise down and maybe just gather all the evidence while we're here, and then look at it after. We can just make a big board and check out our room in the library and just hunker down and get all the evidence together.
Well,
look, we can take all the time we want looking through the tapes, listening through the recordings. But whatever is here is trying to talk to us, and it seems like it's more than one thing.
All right, well, are you saying you want to do a seance or something? 'Cause I don't know what else we can do except going, hey, ghosts, you want to come say something?
Which I've been calling them out, and they haven't been coming.
Well, maybe we need to spend some time listening.
All right, well, how do we do that?
Go back to the bathroom.
Yeah, maybe
That's where it came before.
Maybe I will. Let's all...
All right, let's keep our voices down.
Let's all try and just be quiet for a bit. Walk through and see if there's anything that's trying to get our attention.
All right. Separately or together?
Let's sit together and listen for a little bit. Let's change out the tapes first, and then let's do this.
So I'm hearing a lot of different ideas being thrown out. So I want to just distill them all down into different avenues of investigation that you guys all could take. So PK mentioned rewinding some of the different tapes and just trying to play through the video that's been captured and comparing it with some of the photos that have been taken to see if anything was happening. Well, you guys kind of talked about that together. You are talking about walking through... Bless you, Kip. You're talking about walking through different rooms of the house and just trying to see if anything happens, basically, right? Mike, you were talking about reviewing some of the audio. So you only have the 2 tape recorders, but you do have 1 tape player, and it's one of those awesome ones with the handle, and it's always beige and gigantic. You know what I'm talking about. Looks like it's fake wood paneled. You have one of those, so what you always have the option to do is to go and switch the tapes in one of the rooms and then come and review that audio through...
Headphones?
Sure. Yeah, you guys got headphones for sure.
Of course.
Yeah, we got headphones.
We came prepared.
So those are the things I'm hearing from you guys as possible things that you could do.
Sure, you're gonna point a gun at him.
So which of those or which multiples of those are you guys wanting to try and do at this point?
Well, I mean, I think it makes sense to walk through everywhere first since we're here. And then if we don't really find anything at that point and we don't feel like we can sleep, then it makes sense to try to review some stuff.
Yes.
But like we sort of talked about, we really are collecting evidence. It'd probably be better to review later.
Sure.
Unless it seems like it's really important for you now.
I've kind of had like 8 Mountain Dew, so I'm probably not going to be sleeping anytime soon.
Why'd you have so much
Oh,
Mountain
there's so much
Dew?
Mountain Dew. It's so
Like
bad
that
for
cube
you.
was for all of us, not just. Well, it's good though, PK. But that was for all of us. It's not just for you.
Kip is
That's
still
why I got a cube.
Yeah.
Kip is still a little shaky.
Sure.
So to calm his nerves, he grabs a Mountain Dew.
Gotta calm yourself
That's
down.
not gonna. Okay, you know, you should drink.
Dear Pepsi.
Regardless of whether or not you guys are going to review everything or not right now, you are going to need to switch out the tapes on the videos and on the video recorders and the sound recorders soon.
Maybe while we go room to room, I'll switch out the tapes. We'll switch them out, then we stay in the room for a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll have the tapes, and then after we go room to room, then I'll have them, and then we can kind of look at them.
All right.
2 birds, 1 stone. Very good.
But
Very good.
Are we going together, or are we gonna separate?
No, let's stick together, I think.
Okay, but well, I will say, and I don't know how ghosts work, but it always seems like when you watch the movies, the ghosts only really come out when it's just you by yourself. Like, I don't know, maybe they get intimidated because there's too many of you or something, but it just seems like it makes sense. This house isn't that big in the scheme of things. I think we'll be safe. You got a bat. I got mace. I think we're all right. If it's just a few minutes, maybe we should split up.
If something can pick up a cutting board, it can get hit by a bat.
Yeah, exactly.
The orb, the light that, whatever the thing was that talked to me, did seem to get upset when Debbie was coming. I don't know if that was because there were more people or if it was just.
I'm real nice, though.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be afraid of me. I'm just in case.
Maybe it's like misogynist or something.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Anyway.
You might be right.
I think no matter what, we need to stay quiet and pay attention.
Yeah. Listening's real important.
All right, then let's stay quiet. Let's go in twos then, and then someone else can verify what the other person saw. And
All right.
Let's change out all the tapes.
Okay, why don't, I don't know, I feel like maybe I could do more than either you could, Mike could, like if we had to fight. So maybe
What?
like
I'm not afraid of
I
fighting.
hit things like every weekend.
that's my point. You and I are better than these two.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
so like
Let's
you
not
should go.
fight anything. Let's not go into
Okay,
things
kid.
fighting things.
I'm not trying to fight anything. I'm trying to be prepared.
I'm
for
just
all
saying, if there's like a
angles.
Gozer the Gozerian, like, you're going to wish that I was there with a
Come on,
baseball
that was
bat,
such
okay?
nonsense.
Mike's a
That's the
real
point.
cinephile, man.
Well, of one movie.
That is the point.
Well, 2 movies.
So like you and Mike go together, me and PK or the other way around.
All right, okay, fine. Let's
Okay.
just switch out the tapes and figure out what's going on here.
I'm just saying, if the
Very good.
Ghostbusters were in The Exorcist, like, I could have stayed through the whole thing. But
Right. Okay, PK, you come with me. You guys go together.
Okay, very good.
So I was going to give Mike a Benny for the modified, if it bleeds, we can kill it. If it can carry a cutting board, we can hit it with a bat. But now I'm just going to give it to him for any one of the number of things he just said. So there you go, Mike. All right. So the partnership is...
Mike would be played by Jesse Ventura, though. And,
Mike and Kip and
Mike and
PK
Kip.
and Debbie.
PK and Debbie. All right. So as we said, the cameras are in the children's rooms along with the sound recorders. There is also a camera in the kitchen, in the dining room, and in Lisa's room. So where is everybody going?
I mean, I figure we'll like split the sides of the house.
yeah, you already checked Lisa's room. Why don't you go there? And Kip and I will take the little girl's room and move on this side, and we'll meet in the kitchen.
All right.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're changing the tapes, but also just kind of doing a walkthrough of the different rooms and just trying to be quiet and just listen
Yeah.
and see if anything happens.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's start. Let's take this room by room. Are you guys going to the cameras first?
Yeah.
You're gonna change the tapes first?
Yeah, we want to make sure we.
Okay. So what side of the house are you two going on?
We're doing
We're
this
doing-
side.
Yeah, this.
Okay. So the only camera and tapes to change really are in Lisa's room and in the kitchen, and I guess you guys could do the dining room too if you wanted.
Sure.
Yeah, they're changing more video or audio tapes anyway, so we'll do those.
Okay.
3.
So where do you want to start?
Let's start in the dining room.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, are you guys keeping the lights off? Or are you turning them on as you go into each room?
I mean, I imagine there are some lights on. I don't think I feel the need to turn on every single light,
Sure.
but there's
I mean, there's
enough
some
light.
decent spillage light from the kitchen and stuff like that. I mean, it's not a
Yeah,
huge house.
If it's too dark, I'd probably turn on lights. We gotta change.
Yeah. If there's like a side lamp next to where the camera is,
Yeah.
we'll turn that on, obviously.
Okay. So you guys walk into the dining room, and you see the camera perched on top of the cabinet that has all the china and the dolls in it on the top shelf.
China dolls.
A couple china dolls, yes.
Oh no.
And you look out through the front bay window there out to the street, which is just kind of the dimly lit cul-de-sac, still with not quite enough illumination from the street lamp, it seems. And you change out the tape on that camera. Where are you?
Wait, but
Yeah.
before that, I'm gonna go. Just saying, if anyone's here, feel free to let us know.
What are you talking?
Just just let us know. You could, I don't know, what do they do? Like knock? You can knock on the table, or you can blink with an orb if you want. Just so we're real nice, we're real friendly. Just feel free to let us know. It's worth a shot.
Okay,
Nothing.
nothing.
Where are you two going first?
Marissa's room?
Yep.
Marissa's room. Okay. So you guys kind of crack the door into Marissa's room.
And
And-
I imagine, sorry, just because I kind of think we just take flashlights with us, and mostly if lights are off, deal with it that way.
Okay.
I go in with the bat raised,
Okay.
and I go, because I think Debbie and I are similar in how we're gonna try and tackle this, and just be like, all right, listen, my friend Kip here has saved your butt, because I will not hit you first, but if you hit me, I will swear to God I will come after you.
Mike, stop threatening the ghosts.
If it's a dead Nazi ghost, I'm gonna hit it.
I don't think all of them are dead Nazi ghosts.
All right, well, let's get the tapes. And
Okay.
then I'll go over to the audio tape and you get the videotape.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys walk into Marissa's room, and again, you're struck by how neat and tidy it is. You already walked through here earlier today. The
I
closet,
searched it and I found that one china
Right.
cup in
the closet. The closet door's still open with all the stuffed animals on the ground, but you guys walk over and change out the tape on the video recorder and change out the cassette tape in the sound recorder. Debbie has wandered off, PK, but where are you guys going next?
Debbie?
Oh God.
No, she's with you. She's right behind you.
Oh.
She's just being real quiet. She's trying to listen.
We'll do the kitchen next.
All right, so going into the kitchen, you still see a couple splinters of wood on the ground from the cutting board, but you kind of reposition the camera where it was in the corner.
And I think while I'm here, I'll actually clean up that mess and just put it on the counter. Just because like there's kids here, I don't want to step on wood or anything.
That's very nice. That's very thoughtful of you, PK. So you get that all shifted up and
Just put it on the counter somewhere, you know.
put the tape,
Change the
new tape
out.
back in the camera.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's the kitchen. You too.
I think we're gonna keep moving this way
To
in the house
Matthew's?
as you have it.
Okay.
I can't tell exactly what room is right next to it.
Matthew.
It's Matthew's room.
Where's this hallway, which is, what is that?
No, this is
No.
Matthew's room. They were in Marissa's room, so
Oh,
now they're
sorry,
in
yeah.
Matthew's room.
There's
Okay.
nothing in that room.
So we will head through the children's bathroom, or the hallway that connects the two children's rooms and the children's bathroom,
Okay.
and head into Matthew's room.
Wait,
Okay.
Wait. This is where you saw that thing?
Yeah, in the bathroom.
Show me where.
I gesture at the bathroom, which is a
Yeah,
rather
you guys are
small
standing
room.
right next to it, and he just points at the sink.
And I just kind of stick the bat out. Just go like, if you're there, like grab onto the bat or something.
Mike, stop trying to test the ghosts.
Like you want to talk to him or
Yeah.
whatever, but
And I think they're gonna talk to us when they want to, not if we're threatening them.
I'm not. It's just a like hold on to the bat.
You're brandishing a bat. Okay.
Okay.
Let's just
Moving on.
quiet.
Fine.
Okay.
I drink a bit more Mountain Dew.
Okay, yeah, steady your nerves. So you crack the door open into Matthew's room, and he seems dead to the world in his bed. Like, that kid is sleeping like little kids sometimes do. He's, like, up on his stomach, and, like, his knees are underneath him, and he's got his head, like, sideways on the pillow, and you just hear him, like, just...
Does not look comfortable, but I
Not
guess
at all.
that's where they landed.
But he is completely out. So same deal. You guys kind of creep through the room. You even make a couple, like you almost knock something off of a table, like a little Star Wars action figure off of a dresser, but you grab it, and it makes a fair amount of noise, and you look over at the bed, but Matthew is just not moving at all. Lisa seems true to her word. This kid is out.
Careful, Mike. That's his Grandma Tarkin doll.
All right, we'll cover that later.
Apparently Mike has also seen Star Wars. And you change out the tape in the sound recorder and the video recorder. Where are you guys going next?
So only room left is the bedroom.
The only room where you have to change tapes. Yes, but you guys were going to try and do a walkthrough of the rest of the house, right?
Oh, right. So I guess we'll maybe go through the washer dryer room and maybe check the garage. Just poke our heads in.
Okay.
Might as well, right?
So you guys walk into the laundry room, and just like Lisa said, there's no windows here, so it does seem much darker
When did
at
Christine
night.
come out?
What?
When did Christine come out?
I don't know offhand, but I think Christine already came out at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of freaky. You see that movie, Christine?
No, I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
about
Megan.
a car.
I don't in real life know.
Yeah, I also don't
Really?
know.
I've never heard of Christine about
Really?
the possessed
No.
car.
Stephen King-
It's a Stephen King classic.
Yeah.
About a possessed car?
Oh no!
Did
I
Futurama
know
parody
of
it?
Yes.
Yes.
I know of it, but I have not seen it. No, I didn't see this Christine.
Well-
Is she nice? What?
No, it's a car that's possessed.
Well, how does a car become possessed by
I don't know.
by a ghost?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Suddenly Mike shows up. What actually in the movie?
So you guys kind of like, you open the door to the garage, and it's got that sort of like heated, musty garage sound. Or smell, not sound. It does have that sound
Sounds
too.
musty in
Yeah,
here.
definitely haunted.
You just kind of shine your lights around. There's extension cords on the wall and all the, various tools, a couple cars in there.
I'm going
but-
to take a picture of the garage.
Okay, you take a picture of the garage. And then, nothing seems to be out of place in here, so you guys
I
close
think
the door.
we'll poke our head in that closet.
The dryer springs to life behind you guys. I need a spirit roll from both of you.
What?
Yeah, Christine was 1983.
Great.
There you go.
Then yes.
Just check it.
The movie.
I got a
Not the video game.
4.
No,
A 4?
Well, it's a
the
book.
The book came
Ooh.
out before
I
that.
got a 3.
That is a
No,
3.
There's a
That
person
is.
named Christine who was born in
that bad?
1983.
How did
What?
you know that?
I got a 4.
You got a 4 on your spirit roll. You got a 3. You failed.
Oh right, spirit.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Yeah.
This is a fear. This is a. All right.
Let's see what it is.
Then give me a d20 roll,
Oh,
okay?
well, I regret it immediately.
I told you, you're dead.
I would if a dryer kills me. Oh man, what a game.
Yep.
Scared
4.
to death by a dryer.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, so the dryer just springs to life behind you guys and turns itself on. You both jump, but PK, you got a 4?
Yeah.
Your heart is just racing in your chest. You feel adrenaline surging through you. Somehow, on 2 failed fear checks, both of them resulted in
Oh,
an
that's
adrenaline
right.
surge.
Oh,
That's what I got too.
So you're
Low
gonna get a
numbers are
+2 on your next action. So mark that down. But you just feel your heart racing. The dryer like just turned on, and it's still going.
Is that
they've got-
normal? Did you think that like it was supposed to turn on, or you think this is a ghost thing?
There's no such thing as automatic. There's no. Why would you have an automatic dryer? It doesn't make
Hey,
any sense.
we hear?
Mr. Ghost.
Do you guys hear? You're over in Matthew's room at this point, so you might hear some distant kind of sound, but it's not carrying super well. It's a nice quiet dryer.
Mr. Ghost or Miss Ghost, is there something you're trying to tell us? We're here, we're listening.
Can I try to turn it off? If there's like a light on or anything, like does it look like it actually is activated and
I mean, it
has
is
an off
it is
switch?
it is moving.
Yeah.
You know that it doesn't appear, the knob doesn't appear to have been turned, and like the timer isn't going. But you know one surefire way to stop a dryer.
I guess I'll reach back and try to unplug it.
That is not the surefire way that I was talking
What
about.
was it?
but
Oh, to
that-
open it.
That will work too.
To open
So
it.
you want to unplug it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just kind of like get over to the side behind the dryer, and as it's like moving and vibrating, you push it away from the wall a little bit, kind of slide it across the tile, and then unplug the dryer.
Must be just some faulty wiring or a power surge. I don't.
All right, but if there's something you want to tell us, we're listening.
No, I
No,
don't.
not you.
I think it was just the machine. I don't think it was. It'd be a strange way for it to tell us something, is
Well-
to scare us. And
You think throwing a cutting board is a normal way to try and tell us something?
no, that one was weird. Okay, I'll give you that one. Yes. Let's just keep moving. There's one more tape to change, and
All
we
right.
should maybe check this closet.
a big
right,
storage
so
room.
ghosts, we're gonna go to the next room, but you can still talk to us if you want. We're still listening.
What do you?
Okay.
What? We might as well treat them like human beings, right? That's what they were.
Well, what are you hoping to hear?
I don't know.
If it says hello, are you going to be having a conversation? Or are you going to run for your life?
I mean, that would be pretty scary, but I mean, that'd be kind of cool if we could have a conversation with a ghost.
Jumping back to the other two. So you guys walk out of Matthew's room, and you hear just kind of a distant. It just sounds like something mechanical.
What are they doing over there?
I don't know.
Let's go check on them.
You don't want to check the last room here?
We'll come back and get it. Let's just make sure there's nothing wrong.
Sorry, I just the dryer freaked out. It's fine. Everything's fine.
The
The
dryer.
dryer
turned on.
freaked out?
Well, it turned on.
So you guys are just kind of like whisper shouting across the kitchen from the bathroom and the laundry room.
It just turned on. We unplugged it.
It's
I don't know.
it's fine. Just change the tapes. We'll meet in the middle. It's
I
fine.
haven't. Have you?
And you think that was a coincidence? After all this, you think the dryer turned
No,
on?
no one said it was a coincidence. But has any ghost said anything to you yet? Cause no, okay.
No, and I've given plenty of
Me
opportunities.
too. Me too. Yeah.
Was there anything in the dryer?
Well, I guess we could check.
I didn't check.
We should check.
We should-
check.
We should check.
Check. I'll open it.
Okay, so you open the dryer. Slowly? Quickly?
I mean,
Normally?
it's off. Normally.
It is off. So you open the dryer, and it's empty.
There's
Nothing
in
inside of
there.
it.
That makes sense. I mean, no one's doing laundry and.
Although, I thought maybe it kicked on. You know, like sometimes they go through cycles and like it stops for a bit and it kicks back on.
We have a very simple dryer that doesn't.
Yeah,
In
this one I'm
school.
pretty sure did this in 1988. Anyway,
Which is the year it is now.
So I thought, but it's weirder because there's nothing in here. So
Right. I'm sure it was.
I mean, it could have been a malfunction, but I'm pretty sure it was a ghost.
All right, so where are you two going?
I guess we'll go to get the last room because we set up one more camera, right?
No,
Nope.
no, they got the dining room.
They got the dining room.
So there's just the office, which we did not do
Okay.
anything to.
Well,
so.
in that case, let's just go through the
Yeah.
office because we haven't even really searched the office.
No.
Or done anything.
PK kind of
I
did.
did, yeah.
PK searched the office.
That's where I found the book.
Oh, early on, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I
yeah.
saw the car outside, which I don't think I told you about.
All right, but let's still just make our way
Yeah.
through the office.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's been through here.
All right. Well, let's go through quietly, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
No threatening.
Fine.
ghosts.
Fine.
So you guys go into the office, which I believe PK left the lights off in here, so they're still off, and you guys have your flashlights. So you're just kind of shining them around, and again, you're struck by how many books there are lining the shelves in here, and just kind of doing a cursory scan. They seem to be mostly history books on all manner of subjects, but Miss Gray's husband seems to have been quite a buff. But other than that, and the silent word processor on the table, there doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary here.
And there's nothing going on. Like, does the word? I guess if I check the word processor, there's nothing strange with it.
Nope, it is off. And as everyone knows, a word processor can't do anything when it's off. Except in Stephen King short stories. Okay, where are you two going next?
Well, before we leave, I think I'm gonna take a picture since something happened in here. So I'll take a picture of the laundry room, like
Okay.
near the dryer.
Okay.
We should
Uh,
check the closet too. Did we do that
yeah.
already?
No.
We should. So
Alright.
I'll open that and just put my flashlight in,
Okay.
see what's in there.
It is like a sort of a large walk-in closet. It appears to be like a storage closet. You see a broom over in the corner and what looks like a little like a vacuum cleaner, and there are shelves lined with all manner of like household goods and things. It's dark over in the back corner. You can't quite see what is going on back in that corner of the closet, but other than that, it just appears to be storage stuff.
Can I shine my flashlight in that corner?
So you shine the flashlight, but you're not getting good angles on it because there's all kinds of like junk and stuff in the way.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to go just take a look in this corner.
All right.
So I'll walk into there and see if my curiosity.
So you walk into the closet,
Oh shit!
and as you do, Debbie, you're standing by the door. The door just slams shut behind PK,
PK, what are you doing?
and the light bursts above in the closet and plunges you into darkness except for the thin beam of your flashlight.
PK, I'm gonna
Debbie?
try to open the door.
Debbie,
PK, what?
the lights turned off. Open the door.
What? No one locked.
Come on, that's not funny. Open the
Did you
door.
lock? I
It
didn't do
appears to be
anything.
locked. Now, you remember this one has a huge deadbolt on it for some reason. Lisa pointed it out. Yeah, Lisa pointed this out when you guys were doing the tour. PK, as you're hammering on the door and Debbie's trying to open it from the other side, you hear something behind you.
Debbie.
What? Okay, I'll try to get it
It
open.
sounds like something is moving along one of the shelves.
Mike, I need your baseball bat. We
Kind
gotta
of
get
a
the door open.
Dragging noise, like something being dragged along the shelf behind you, and you feel the hairs on the back of your neck prickle as you're facing the door.
I want to know what it is. So
Okay.
I'm gonna turn around.
So you turn around in the darkened closet, and as you start to turn, the noise stops. And you spin around with the light of your flashlight and just shine it wildly all over the shelves. But nothing appears to be amiss.
But I'm trying to call for Mike to come and like knock the.
So are you
door in,
staying by the door and shouting for Mike?
Basically.
Okay.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Nothing. So Mike, you can definitely hear this. This is not that far away.
I'll run over there.
I think I come running as well.
The
Okay.
door just like shut on its own, and then it locked, and PK's in there, and I can't get it open. so maybe-
PK, can you get the door?
Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can just see the deadbolt and undo it.
So you go to move the deadbolt, and you pull it back, and crash! Something just comes flying out of the back of the closet and just shatters on the wall right next to you as you slide the deadbolt aside and the door slides open.
What was that?
Something, I don't know, something slammed against the door. It
What?
broke. I'm gonna shine my flashlight and see if whatever it was.
It looks like just like a little glass jar. It smells like vinegar all of a sudden in here, so it seems like maybe like a little container of some sort of cleaning solution.
I told you, you son of a bitch, ghost Nazi! And he's gonna try and like kick the door.
The door's open. The door's open.
Oh, the door's
so
open? Oh,
he's-
is the door open?
He slid the
Oh,
bolt
you
and
did
the
slide
door
it. Oh,
opened
okay.
as something shot out of it.
I'm ready to kick it over. Oh.
Okay.
What was it? What was it?
I didn't see anything. Just the lights turned off, and then the deadbolt. You didn't close the.
I didn't close it. It closed on its own. I thought you closed it, actually.
Someone threw this at me.
Well, who?
Can I look into the closet? Like
They're. Where could they have been in here?
Is that dark corner still dark?
Nope.
There's nothing in there now.
Nope. Just more stuff on the shelves.
I just shine the light up at the broken light.
Yeah, the bulb looks like it just exploded.
I want to get down and examine the jar that was thrown.
Okay. So you get down and kind of like pick through it. There's broken glass everywhere and an intense vinegar smell coming up from off the ground.
Cover your mouth and nose.
It looks like a jar of some sort of like maybe homemade cleaning solution.
What is it?
It's not labeled, but it smells very strongly of distilled vinegar.
Just seems like some sort of cleaning liquid.
Oh. All right, well, ghosts, if you're mad about something, just let us know.
All right, let's stop talking to them like they're
And-
children.
I'm not talking to them like they're children, Mike. I'm trying to let them know that we're friendly and we're here to listen.
We do know that one of them at least might be a child, actually.
Right? Well, yeah, there's that. I mean, they aren't all children, but we don't know how that, like, communication works.
We have one more tape to change, one more, and then we'll meet in the middle and let's just
Okay.
finish this. Let's finish this. So we'll head for the bedroom,
Okay.
and then I will open their door
Okay.
and peek inside and be as quiet as possible to change this tape.
They still appear to be asleep. Are you gonna make us? If you're trying to be quiet, give me a stealth roll.
Okay. And this will be the +2 for my adrenaline rush.
Correct. That is correct.
Stealth is okay. Cool. I have stealth. That's weird. Something I usually are.
Everyone has stealth because that is one of the core skills
Oh,
now.
good. That
There-
makes
Hey,
a lot of sense.
There are
sneak up
exactly.
on your
There are
friend.
5
Yeah.
skills that are core skills that everyone has access to, and those are the top 5 skills on your character sheet.
Athletics, common knowledge, notice, persuasion, and stealth.
Everyone starts with those at a D4 by default because those are all things that conceivably any person could do.
Great.
The trade-off for that is instead of 15 skill points at character creation, you only get 12. But you
That's
start
fair.
with a free D4 in 5 very
Does
common
seem pretty
skills.
fair, though. Like, we're
Soup's
getting
fair.
more, yeah.
I thought so.
I got a 7.
A 7. Okay. So again, that oscillating fan is just kind of whirring in the corner of the room, and you creep in and just as quietly as you can try and eject the tape and replace it with another one. As you're doing that, you hear a whimpering noise from the bed, and you look over and you see the little shape under the covers next to Lisa, which you assume is Marissa, just kind of tossing fitfully and moaning to herself in her sleep. But after a couple moments, she goes quiet.
Okay. If I'm done changing the tape, I'm gonna head for the door, and just before I leave, I want to just take my flashlight and just scan the room real quick.
Okay. So you just kind of scan the room with your light, but it just looks like a nice, comfortable, well-appointed bedroom.
Actually, before I go back to the door, I'm gonna go back to the camera real quick and just adjust it slightly further towards the bed. Just a little bit.
Scandal.
Just
Okay,
maybe
like to the foot of the bed
Yeah,
or
to
something?
the foot of the bed.
Okay.
I don't want to intrude too much, but I just want to see, because that's where they said they saw this thing, and then this thing isn't completely pointing to the foot of the bed.
That's correct.
So I just want to get it there.
Okay.
So,
All right. Yeah, I'll say you can do that.
okay, cool, and then I'll walk back out.
Okay, so you guys are reconvening in living room control.
Yes.
All right.
All right, what did you guys find? Anything?
Nothing.
Nobody talked to you?
No?
Well, I mean, you saw what happened to us.
Yeah, so the dryer went off.
Right.
Light bulb burst.
Well, the door shut first,
Sure.
I think, and then it burst.
But are we thinking like instead of like pipes being bad, like maybe the electrical systems like off or something?
Mike,
But what would that have to do with the door?
this is more than an electrical system being off or pipes being bare. This has gone beyond something we can explain through some sort of mechanical failure.
Like, think about it though. If we can actually get evidence of this, it's gonna be huge.
Well, yeah, but we don't. I mean, we ain't got nothing. Like you saw a ball of energy or something. We
Well-
don't got pictures or nothing.
Well, we don't know that though.
Video.
We haven't gone over all the footage yet. Maybe there was something that happened in one of these rooms that we didn't see or hear.
All right, well,
I think
load her up, PK.
we could, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's better to get the evidence now and look at it later.
Look, I don't think we have time to go through all these tapes.
Well, I don't want to go through all of them. I'm just saying we could start. But
Aren't
what else
we? Aren't we
gonna
here
do?
all night?
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, we're just.
I mean,
gonna
it's not
sit
even
here.
midnight yet. Like,
It is about midnight at this point. It took you guys
Not
about...
even.
Look,
not
been
even
thinking about
midnight.
that.
It's about midnight.
It is about
maybe.
midnight.
I've been thinking about that. I know that we want to find out what's going on here, but I can't help but think it's all connected to the neighbor's house.
Well, you saying you want to go over there? I mean, I already went over there, and that place was kind of freaky.
You went outside. You looked at the front window.
Are you
but-
talking about break-in and entering?
Look, if there's something going on there, some sort of spirit or ghost that's based out of there from the Nazi who died there.
Okay, I know that like that guy's dead, but I'm pretty sure you can still get in trouble for like breaking and entering even a dead guy's house.
It's worth getting in trouble.
Not for my mom. Have you met my mom? She would be so upset with me if I got arrested. I can't have that on my record. I'm a cheerleader, and like people know who I am.
Okay,
and if
fine.
they know that, it'd be real bad for my career.
Debbie, if you don't want to go, you don't have to.
Well, it's not that I don't want to know. I just think that like we're kind of jumping to things here.
I don't think we're jumping at all.
Well,
Look.
you're wanting to break the law.
The man was a Nazi. He was involved in the concentration camp that we found in that book that moved. That looked at us.
What?
Well, oh yeah, I did do that. I don't know how you missed it.
We've heard the names. We've heard them mention a rabbi and Amy. It seems like these things are connected. And it seems like they're connected to whatever that occult Nazi was doing.
All right, but Professor Stantz only sent us to this house.
Screw Professor Stantz. The man's a hack.
No, he's very good. He's a good teacher.
PK, he's a hack.
And he's not a very good teacher.
I mean,
It's not even really our teacher.
yeah. I don't-
Look, if you all want to stay here, then fine. But I think these cameras are going to be running for another hour or so. I think we need the time to go over to the other house and see what's going on.
Well, we gotta take like a camera over there if we're gonna do it. If we don't actually get any evidence of what we're talking about, what's the point?
We'll take one of the Polaroids.
I think
Polaroids haven't really.
The Polaroid,
done
yeah, they're not
shit.
working.
Yeah,
I
I
took
think-
pictures over there. It was all black.
I think we should take a video camera, and I'd like to come with you.
Well, if we're
Right.
gonna go, we should all go. But like, then we're just leaving them here by themselves.
They've lived in this house through this happening for
Well, it's not that.
a
it's
while
just
now.
that they thought we were gonna be here all night. So
Right,
know.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe some of us should stay.
We'll come back within an hour, okay? We'll just go over to the house.
All right. Well, let's just
Get
leave a
inside.
note. Let's leave a note. So at least if like
That's
Lisa
very
wakes
thoughtful.
up.
Yes,
Okay.
I like the
Fine,
note.
fine.
Everyone make a common knowledge roll for me real quick.
Notes in this world are faux pas. You all know that.
Common knowledge is not smarts anymore. It is a
Oh.
skill. You all have the skill
Oh,
common
right.
knowledge. It is
I'm better at that.
it is one of the core
Yay.
skills.
You aced it.
Ace. I got a 7.
I got a 4.
A 4?
Just a no penalty.
No penalty.
2.
2.
4.
4. Okay. So everyone except for PK, as you guys were saying, we should bring a camera. We should bring all of this other stuff. You remember one of the other things you were specifically supposed to try and capture were electronic voice phenomenon on the tape recorders.
Yeah.
We should take one of the tape recorders too.
That might be easiest.
You also remember you might have already captured one. You have no idea without reviewing the tape.
But we'll leave one here. But we should take the other one. Maybe the one. What rooms are they in? Matthew's room
And Marissa's room.
yeah. Let's take the one from Matthew's room.
Well, that's the one where he heard all the voices.
Right, but Marissa's room seems to be the weird one, right?
They both seem weird to me, honestly.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's.
Oh.
All right. Let's take the one. Let's just grab the one in Matthew's room.
There's a camera in there too, so we should be
Yeah.
okay.
Can we
Yeah.
like speed listen through the tape? Can we like fast forward it a couple seconds and like listen?
Yeah,
for a moment?
absolutely. So basically, all you're doing is you're fast forwarding through like sound. If there was, or through like emptiness, basically, if there was any sort of sound, it
You
would
would hear,
probably,
like,
yeah, like exactly.
Do they have an audio meter on them?
Is there a waveform I could look at?
No waveform. Do they have an audio meter?
Yeah.
Explain more.
So it's literally that, but it's analog.
Yes.
So it just when there's
The tape,
louder decibels.
the
it will-
recorders do not, but the tape player,
tape
the tape
player.
deck that you have
the
does.
ghetto box. No,
Yes.
no.
It is not.
Ghetto
it is not
blaster. Yeah. So, all right. Just real quick. We haven't looked at or listened to any of the audio tapes, and there's been a lot of shit happening throughout the entire house all night. So why don't we just go through here? If something is loud, it will show up. We'll see it on the little thing, and like, then we can just be like, okay, hey, look.
That's real smart, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the dining room and listen to the tape.
All right. Yeah.
You guys are gonna go to the dining room and listen to the tape?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the living room.
Yeah.
I mean, all of your
why not
equipment's
where we
set up in the
normally
living
go?
room, but you guys can go to the dining room and listen to the tape if you want. It might have better acoustics than the living room.
Because it's louder and there's a nice place to sit down, and
That's
we're in front of a camera. I don't know.
Well, I was thinking we'd just listen on headphones, and if we saw the meter, then we can just be like, oh, listen to this, and hand over headphones.
It doesn't matter. Let's just pick somewhere and listen to it.
All right.
Hold
I
on.
just put it.
Now I'm curious. Which room do you guys think would be the best room to listen to the audio?
I was just going to do it in the living room.
Yeah, I was
I
just
think
surprised
it-
that you suggested a room other than our general home base.
I just thought it would be better for sitting down in a nice place and having all our evidence in front of us.
Is the dining
But
room
all the
a
evidence is
nicer
right
place?
here, PK.
Well, but wait,
There's
why is the dining room a nicer place to sit in the living room?
We're in front of a camera.
Well, why does that make it nicer?
I'm not nicer. I'm just trying to make excuses.
All right,
I
okay,
just wanted to-
fine. Let's just sit down and listen to it.
I just wanted to be in front of a camera in
Let's
case
go
anything
get our
else
equipment from the living room, put it in the dining room, so that we can listen
All
to
right,
the...
that's too much. Let's just listen.
Minus
to
2
it.
to persuade, guys.
I don't know
It didn't
why,
work.
but I feel like I should give PK a Benny here. So I'm gonna give you a Benny.
Nobody listens to me.
Well, it's
Thank
because
you.
you had a weird idea, but I feel like you're defending it relatively well.
I heard you out, PK, but I don't agree with what you are trying to say.
I think we're wasting time.
Yeah.
All right, let's play the tape.
Okay, so which tape are you playing? The one from Marissa's room or the one from Matthew's room?
Matthews, I think that's what we went for, right?
Sure.
Matthew's room. Okay. So you don't have headphones on. You guys are just watching the meter to see if anything spikes, right?
Yeah.
So you are playing through the tape at fast speed, I'm assuming, and you see a couple spikes actually. There seem to be about 3 or 4.
Stop. Rewind. Go back. Put on the headphones.
Okay, so the first one you're just listening to like just ambient room noise, and you can hear the breathing of Matthew as he sleeps, and then you hear
It's a
like
mouth breather.
some muted like conversation from outside his door that sounds like Kip trying to get Debbie to come with a camera to the bathroom. That's what that spike looked like.
Oh, it's just you, Kip.
But there were a couple more.
Okay.
Fast forward.
Okay. You play another spike, and that seems to be just like the slam noise from the kitchen.
Can't believe that kid didn't hear that.
He's a heavy sleeper.
Fast forward to the next one.
You must find the body.
Okay, okay, can someone else listen to
What did you
this?
hear? What did you hear?
What was it?
You must find the body.
What?
I'm passing
Okay,
it
well,
around.
I wanna
Everyone
listen.
here.
Hold
I
on,
wanna
wait. I'm gonna
listen.
play it again. Hold on, wait.
You must find the body.
I want to listen. Can I hear it? Do you? What did it say?
What did that say?
I don't know. I don't speak ghost.
Find the body.
It kind of sounds like you must find the body, right?
What's some dope jams on
you
there?
listen.
Well, we're recording over what I made a
Find the body.
mixtape earlier.
Well, it's very good.
Yeah.
You
Well,
must
that's-
find...
Well, that's what it sounded like to me, but I could be wrong.
You must find the body.
It wasn't quite perfect.
You must find the body.
But wait, what body?
Well, like
Okay,
Well, hang on. Do we know anything about how that guy died?
I have an
he
idea.
was mummified.
Can I ask if my character might be able to get along the same path?
Sure.
The canopic jars that were found in the other house.
Mm-hmm.
That's like related to mummies and that sort of thing. They tend to keep organs and that sort of thing. So that suggests to me that there could be some sort of body there.
That is correct, Jordan Pridgeon.
Yes.
No big jars could be related to that. Would you make an academics roll for me, please?
Why, yes.
To see if your 18-year-old 1988 activist college student is familiar with that.
I got a 2. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay. Use a
that?
Benny to re-roll.
So that is I rolled a 3, but because of Alon, I get a 5.
Oh, that is true. You have Alon. Oh, wait. No, you don't.
What? You're right.
You have luck and common bond because you're not Gabriel Pryor.
I was real convinced
You're
there.
Kip.
I was
tried.
like, I was pretty sure he didn't have a lung, but I guess he did.
No.
You are kind of just freaked out by what very much sounds like a voice on this tape that when you listen to it, just like everyone else heard, and after Debbie tries to say what she thinks it sounds, it very much sounds like someone was speaking on this tape, into this tape recorder. That connection eludes you.
Darn.
I mean, that's what it sounded like to me, but I'm not sure. It's not very clear.
I think it was clear enough.
I mean,
All right.
That means we have to go over there.
but
What?
what? Wait,
What?
hold on.
What? Hold on. Yeah, wait.
Yeah,
What?
I mean, that's jumping to
No,
conclusions.
I think PK is right.
But why?
What?
Why would it refer to that body? We're not even in that house. I know it seems like there's some connections to this house, and I think that there are as well. But why would we assume that's the body we have to find?
I mean,
What is that article?
They must have taken the body. Like they talked about it, said it was mummified. I'm sure someone took it and like buried it or whatever.
Well, also like, who is telling us to find the body? Because if it's like that guy who's telling us, then that could be bad. But if it's like one of the whoever else ghosts are here, like the rabbi, then that could be good. I don't know.
Okay, well, if you want to try and find a body here in this house, then go ahead.
Well, that's
but
not
we've
what
been
I'm
through
saying.
here.
Right, but I'm okay. But we've not like dug in the ground. I mean, I assume there's
If
not
you
a
want
body
to
just sitting
dig
around.
in the ground, then go ahead.
Okay, Kip, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, why should we jump to the conclusion that it has anything to do with that other house?
Because you're not offering any alternatives. You're just
Okay.
trying to find a reason for us not to go into that house.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
I am.
You're just okay. Mike is. I'm not. I mean, I think we should like think about this, but I'm just saying it doesn't quite make sense to jump.
Do any of you know about any news about anybody going missing in the past any amount of time?
I don't know. I don't read the newspaper, but maybe they have a newspaper here we could find. Could I
Look,
like search for a newspaper
All right.
or something?
You want to search for a newspaper?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a. Let's see. You're looking around for one right now, or you're trying to
Yeah.
remember if you've seen one?
I would be looking for one right now.
Give me a notice roll.
I have a D8 newspaper search.
Oh, okay. Well, then you should
Specifically.
probably support.
What did you take?
My God, a 3.
A 3? Yeah, there's magazines and stuff all over the place, but they
I
don't.
guess they don't.
Maybe they talk about it in Cosmo. Look at that.
All right.
I don't think they.
You all can keep searching around for some other possible body, but I'm going to that other house because whatever is going on here is in pain or trying to get our attention, okay? And everything to me says that there's something going on in that dead Nazi's house.
Okay, Kip, but don't be stupid and go in there by yourself, because
No.
clearly there's something going on. I'm just saying, we can go over there, but you need to be clear about your reasons.
Also, I would just like to reinforce for you guys. You all heard a voice played on a tape recorder from someone who does not sound like the little boy who lived in that room and does not sound like any of you. So that's pretty freaking weird. You also have another tape recorder set up in what you were told was a spookier room.
Yes.
That you have not yet listened
You know
to.
what? We should probably listen to the other tape, right?
Where did you get that
First.
idea?
I don't know, it just like popped into my head.
Oh my
I
God,
mean,
you're
that's
right.
what I've been saying is like, check all the shit that we've recorded now.
You're right, of
but-
course.
Well, I
it could be-
did say that too. I'm with you.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's do this first.
Wait, what? What are we doing?
Checking the
first?
tape, the other tape.
Right, that's what we were saying.
Okay,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you didn't want to do that earlier, so you wanted to wait until we got back to the
Right,
college.
well, I have changed my mind and I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, yeah, let's listen to this
All right.
tape.
So another tape. You rewind it,
Mm-hmm.
then put it into play and fast forward.
Yeah, you know what we should do too is try and find like the same time we heard this other one.
I don't think these tapes have time on them.
All right, well,
They do not.
they should.
Well,
That's something you should tell
actually,
like
they're-
Professor
they're-
Stance.
they're-
So it's fast
All right,
forwarding,
okay.
and you all just stare at the needle as it's playing through, and nothing is happening.
Oh,
What was that? What was
whatever,
It
rewind
jumps.
it. Listen. What is it? What is it?
It was much longer, but much harder to understand.
Well, let me hear.
All right. Yeah. Okay, native speaker.
I don't know. It didn't sound like it. Do you think it could be another language? I mean, if you guys are so sure it's that dead Nazi, maybe it's German.
All right, let's listen to it again. And
Nope.
and all of us actually at the table be quiet.
It sounded like maybe you must search.
So Debbie made the comment that it sounds like it's in another language, and after she says that, as you guys listen to it again, you do realize it doesn't sound like English.
Does anyone know German?
No.
I don't know either. There's no reason to know it. I mean, unless you're going to go to like green, but I'm not.
Who has academics, though?
I
Don't we all have?
don't.
We all have.
You
Nope.
do not all have
do
academics.
not.
It is
That's
it is tied to your major. So
I
if you have
have
a science major
We
and you
both
are
have
not
academics.
PK, then you have academics. All right, so
I don't have academics.
you don't because you are a science major.
I am.
Will both of you
Meteorologist.
make an academics roll, or one of you could make it and support the other? It is your call.
What's yours?
Oh, my actual academics is a D6.
Mine is also, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll support you.
Well, no, let me support you because you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna support him?
Yeah.
Okay, so make your academics roll.
I was gonna say because it's your native language, but it's not, so it doesn't make any difference.
All right,
I got
so
a 5.
a 5, so that's going to add a +1 to your roll, Kip.
I got a 3,
What
which
you needed. You got a
becomes a 4.
Okay, so listening to it, it definitely does not sound like English. It doesn't sound like German, although you're not super up on that. It does sound like something from sort of around that area, maybe. It sounds vaguely like Eastern European to you.
Yiddish, maybe?
I don't know if you know any Yiddish.
That's what I'm wondering.
But it, you got a 4? It's hard to know. It's hard to know. It's hard to know.
Even if we did, we couldn't translate this right now.
No, that's...
Well, PK.
Unless. Go ahead. This is what my brain was thinking.
Yeah, you do remember seeing a lot of books in the study on any number of interesting historical subjects.
All right. I'm just going to march to
You're
that
pretty
room.
sure you remember seeing a couple of language books as
Okay,
well.
great. I'm just going to start marching to that room.
Okay, all
Where are
right.
you going?
There's books.
What do books have to do with anything, PK?
Everything.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense. What, is he crazy? Is he losing it?
I'm not crazy.
So PK, as you march to the study, you walk through the dining room and over to the study.
PK, is that you?
The sound is not coming from the front door. It is coming from the dining room.
That was not me.
right.
It
Everyone
came
stay
from the dining
quiet.
room.
Well, there's a video camera in there. Can I go over to the monitor?
Yeah.
And look at the monitor?
You see PK just kind of frozen in the front entryway by the door to the study.
But there's nothing else?
No.
I don't see anything, PK.
I go back and I grab my bat.
PK, are you looking over in the dining room?
Yes, but in my haste, I did not bring a flashlight.
Okay.
Big mistake.
All right. So it's very dark in here, but there is some light coming in from the bay window out front. So give me a notice roll at a -2.
Not hearing based, right?
It is not hearing based. No, the pork cracklings in your ear are not going to affect this.
You still have that?
What, the pork cracklings?
Yeah,
That's funny.
for the rest of this time.
What was that, a -2?
-2.
So it's just a 3.
You got a 3.
I'll reroll it though. I got these bins.
All right.
That's what they're for. That's what they're for. That's what they're for. Ah, 2 3s. So that's a 1. Well, so I still take the highest one? It doesn't matter.
You still take the highest.
It's a
Yeah,
fairy.
it's still a 3. So you look over there. You don't see anything in the dining room.
I don't.
So can I come in after PK?
Yeah, you're coming in through the entryway as well.
Yes.
Okay.
And I do have a flashlight.
Okay. So you come up behind him with your flashlight and kind of shine it into the dining room. Give me a normal notice roll.
4.
Okay. So you're just kind of looking around. You don't see anybody in there, but something doesn't seem right. And you're looking around trying to figure out what it is. And you look up to see if the camera's still there. And your light shines up the china plates and the cups and then the empty top shelf of the display case.
The camera. Oh no.
No, the camera's on top of the display case.
Oh.
But the top shelf that contained all of the dolls is empty.
What is it? What is it?
The dolls are gone.
What?
The dolls are on top of the shelf.
As you're noticing that, you start hearing all of this pounding on the door coming from the other side of the cabinet that the dolls are missing from.
Who's doing that? Where's that?
Come on down.
Someone's in the garage. Someone's in the garage.
What?
Everyone be
Garage?
quiet. I'm gonna go find out what's in there.
Well, be
Where are you
careful.
two?
I'm looking at the monitor of the.
Okay, you're looking in the monitor and kind of shouting down the hallway at them. Where are you, Mike?
I kind of followed PK with my bat. Like I went back and grabbed my bat, and then I went back to follow PK. So I'm kind of
Okay,
like,
so you're like in the entryway, you're watching and
Yeah.
hearing all of this noise all at once.
Yeah.
It sounds like there was just loud banging on the wall coming from the garage.
All right, so I think we're gonna make our way. We're on that side of the kitchen, like the far side from where I am on the table.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think let's make our way through the kitchen, go through that door
Okay.
close there, and
Into
then
the
kinda-
laundry room and
yeah.
then into the garage.
Yeah.
Okay, so Debbie, you're hanging out and watching the monitor still?
I mean, there's not a monitor that far, but yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on the dining room and see like if anything happens.
Okay, so you are watching the monitor in the dining room, and you see the boys come through the kitchen and into the corridor where the laundry room is. So you guys are creeping through. What order are you going in?
I'll go first.
You're first with the bat.
I'll go next.
You're probably right behind him because you have the flashlight, right?
Yeah.
And you're probably in the rear,
then,
PK.
yeah, okay.
All right. Again,
Hurry.
just pounding on the wall.
Open the door.
So you open the door, and you've got the light right behind you. You guys are just kind of like looking over Mike.
What is it?
The garage is totally empty.
There's no cars?
No, the cars are there.
Oh, okay.
But there's nothing else in
Christine,
there.
what do you see? What is it?
As you are watching the video feed of the dining room and then looking back towards them, you hear the creaking of a door swinging open
Which direction?
from your left. And you look back past the monitors and see the door to Marissa's room is just slowly inching close, and then it freezes as you look at it. So you guys are looking in the garage, like there doesn't appear to be anyone there, so you kind of like get around the cars, just kind of checking around. It's totally empty.
Duck down, look under
this
the
wall
cars.
behind
Yeah.
there.
So you guys are you're checking the
Over
wall,
here, over
you're
here,
looking under the
flashlight
car.
over here.
Silence in the living room.
Matthew's the boy's name, right?
Yeah.
Matthew? Is that you?
No response.
Guys?
They're excitedly kind of just investigating the garage and like feeling the wall,
Tapping
looking
the
under
wall
thing.
with
Yeah,
the bat.
you got the bat tapping on the wall.
I'm gonna grab my mace.
All right. Okay, Debbie. All right. Okay, if there's a ghost in there, I'm coming over.
Are you going over towards Marissa's room?
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that first and wait for a second.
Okay. No response.
All right. Here I come. Matthew, if you're playing a joke, this isn't the right time for it.
So you creep over to the room. Give me a spirit roll. Five. So you walk over there, and as you get closer to it, to the open door leading into the dark room behind, an icy stab of cold fear just wraps itself around your heart, and you feel this sudden, intense feeling that you shouldn't go through that door. But just as quickly as it rushes through you, you just feel like almost like being shocked by cold water. You feel yourself coming out of it, and you are determined to see what's in there.
Okay.
So you
You're not
steel
gonna-
yourself.
You're not gonna scare me that easily.
I'll push the door open the rest of the way, and
Okay. Do you have a flashlight?
I think we all do, don't we?
Right, but
We-
do you have one
But
with
did you take
basically? Like, did you?
I mean, if it's dark, yes.
Okay.
Or I would try to turn on the light. either
Sure.
way.
So there is the light switch in there. So you push the door open, and you flip the light switch on, and you just look into the room. And as you do, you see the door to the closet push itself closed.
All right. Okay. All right. I can do this. Okay, you're not gonna scare me away that easily. We came here to figure out what's going on. All right, Matthew, if that's you, just say it now. All right.
I will go over towards the closet.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
And you
Push the door open.
push the door open, and you see there are all of those stuffed animals all over the floor of the closet, but they're not in the places they were earlier. Instead of being thrown all over the closet floor, they are all arranged around the outer border of the closet, and in the middle, there are a bunch of the China dolls just sitting in a circle, all facing each other, like some sort of strange, bizarre ceremony that you have interrupted.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna kind of back away, and I'm gonna go back and get the camera, and then come back and try to take a picture of it.
Okay, and also real quick, and I agree with this, chat thinks that Debbie should get a Benny for being the lonely female person who is investigating a creepy room on her own like a standard horror movie trope. So I will agree with that.
Thank you.
Good
That's
call,
very true.
chat.
Very true.
All right, so you run back and grab a camera. At this point, you guys have found out there is nothing going on in the garage. There does not appear to be anyone there. Are you coming back inside the house?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys walk into the house and you hear what sounds like Debbie just running over. Like you just hear her running. You can't really see what's happening, but it sounds like she's running further back into the house. And then you hear that of a camera going off.
I'm gonna come back out.
What do you
guys, something really
So-
weird happened while you were in the garage. Did you find anything?
No, nothing.
No? Okay, well, I was sitting here and watching the dining room on the monitor, and then the Marissa's door just. Okay. All right, but can I finish telling my story?
From the kitchen, there is this rhythmic pounding noise. So you guys are kind of all standing in the kitchen here. Debbie's in the living room. You look behind you and you see all of the items on one of the countertops are just jumping up and down and like shaking, like they're being thudded by some sort of heavy force. And then as you watch, a little sugar canister just starts to jiggle and shake, and the lid of it starts to tinkle on the countertop, and it shoots out, heading right towards you guys. We are in a combat.
Oh.
Wow.
Fight sugar.
All right, Mike Squire. 6 diamonds.
Oh, it's a dark one. You gotta take it.
Hairspray me.
Well, I have.
9 of diamonds.
I am quick. Nice. 6 is.
6 of hearts.
6 is the lowest I can take.
King of spades.
All right.
6 is not very good.
And for the kitchen,
Oh!
a Joker!
Oh! No,
And as per the new Joker's Wild Baked In rules, that means that I get a fake chip for my
It's a
general
Benny.
pile. All right, a Benny for my general pile.
Narked on the bean?
I want to say also cooperative roles in the new rules, you don't have to roll the same skill that the other person is doing.
That is correct.
What?
That is correct.
Ah.
Yep, you are right, and I forgot about
I would
that.
have
Yeah.
used like.
But-
You can support with a different skill.
You can
On something
support-
like academics, when we're both trying to like.
But I
figure
know
out-
another. I know another language. That would have helped.
if you can explain why that other skill would be useful,
Sure.
then you can do it. So it can be an academics role, but if you were all like, but I'm good at athletics, so maybe I know more about.
That is correct. And that is something
Super dope.
I slipped up on because that is a new rules thing. But the kitchen, whatever is in the kitchen is going first, and for some reason it seems focused on you, Mike.
Oh no!
Completely coincidentally. So will you roll a d10 for me?
Okay.
I like this music.
What did you roll?
A 2.
A 2.
Kind of earthbound.
So a drawer just shoots open, and it appears to be a silverware drawer. You can just hear everything in there just shaking. And a fork comes hurtling out of the drawer and flipping through the air towards you, Mike. I need a vigor roll at a -1 ordinarily, but because I drew a Joker, I'm gonna say it's a vigor roll at a -3.
Ooh, baby. It's okay. You're vigorous, right?
-3.
-3.
Okay, so that's a 2.
Okay,
I'll try and reroll
you're
it.
gonna re-roll it.
Nope.
Okay. Gonna keep that?
I'm gonna keep it.
All right, so the fork comes hurtling out and just bashes right into your forearm, which you bring up to block it. And the force of it, for some reason though, even it's just a fork, sends you stepping back. If you are a bit battered and bruised, you have a level of fatigue, Mike.
I told you.
All right. Next up, Kip. What are you doing? The kitchen is suddenly springing to life and seems to be trying to attack all of you.
All right, is there anything I can grab, like a cutting board or something?
Make
that
a
I can
notice
use
roll.
Like a shield. All right, I got a 4.
A 4. So you just cast about desperately for anything you can find, and you find a large cookbook on the counter that you just grab and bring up and hold in front of yourself. So what you can do here is take the defend option.
That's my plan. I'd like to take the defend action.
Okay,
And-
so that works a little bit differently in Savage Worlds Adventure Edition.
Ooh.
You can move, but that's the only other action you can take. Even though you did a notice roll, I'll call that like a free action just to be looking around. It's gonna add +4 to your parry.
Okay.
And that's all you can do. All right, so you grab a cookbook and like hold it up, just kind of trying to like protect yourself. Hand in your card.
Yep, there it is.
Next up is PK. So the three of you are in the kitchen, and Debbie is like on the other side of the countertop, looking through the island.
I want
through the bar.
I want to grab the camera that's in the kitchen.
Okay.
And just protect that as best I can.
Okay, so you're just gonna rush over to the camera and just kind of throw your body over it.
Yep.
Okay, hand in your card.
Okay. We have to protect the equipment.
Debbie.
We have to protect the equipment.
Well, nothing's coming at me, so.
Not yet.
I want to take a picture.
Okay, all right. So you have the camera in your hand. You take a picture of the kitchen. But it is kind of a high-stress situation, don't you think?
Yeah.
Will you roll a d6 for me, please, Debbie?
Okay. I got a 2.
You got a 2. Let me just pull this out here real quick, since you have that anti-technology aura. So
True.
the picture slides out of the end of the camera, but then you hear and something seems to be stuck and just grinding inside of the camera. It appears to be locked up.
Pretty sure there's something wrong with his camera.
All right, hand in your card. Next up, Mike.
I pull the fork out of my arm and I just.
It's not in your arm,
Well,
it's just bashed against it. You know what? It is in your arm.
Yeah.
That's a cool image.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I
too.
just pull it out and I just go, and I just like swing at the sugar shaker and stuff that was on the thing, and I just like swing at it.
Okay,
You're
give
just
me.
smashing up the kitchen.
Give me, let's say, would this be athletics or fighting? What do you think? So we'll say the sugar pot is also flying over towards you, and you're just trying to bash it away with the bat.
Yeah.
That sounds like an athletics roll. So make me an athletics roll, Mike.
4.
A 4. All right, that is enough at this point. So the sugar comes rushing at you through the air, and you just bash it and send it flying back through the kitchen and explodes against a cabinet. Hand in your card.
Mike, be careful.
All right.
This isn't our home.
Mike, 4 of diamonds.
No.
No, because you're quick. How about a 5 of hearts?
No.
You don't want that?
Shades
what
of
about
both.
a jack of hearts?
Oh.
PK, 6 of spades.
I
Give me
take
some
it.
good.
Debbie, a 7 of clubs. Kip, 8 of spades.
I'll take it.
And whatever is in the kitchen, an 8 of clubs. All right, so I believe you are up first, Mike. Everything, like drawers are opening, cabinet doors are opening and slamming. You see a knife block over on the counter that falls to the side, and the knives just kind of slide out across the counter, and they start to shake as
I
well.
imagine there's a Sam Raimi snap zoom to my eyes and then to the knife block.
Yes, there is.
That's exactly what happens.
And I'm gonna try to I'm gonna take my bat and I'm gonna try and slam it so it goes on top of the knives to like stop them from coming up.
Give me another athletics roll.
5.
5. Okay, so you see that happening and you see the knives start to shake and you just rush over to the counter and just try and slam your bat down across the knives in order to like keep them pinned to the counter, which you managed to do. Hand in your card. Good call on that, Mike.
Actually, that was a 4 because of my fatigue, but that's.
That was a 4? Oh, right, because you do have that fatigue level. Still a success. All right, next up, Kip, 8 of spades. You've got the cookbook, and you're kind of like using it to protect yourself, but things are starting to fly around everywhere in here.
Sorry, what was the name of the mother?
Lisa.
Lisa Gray.
All right, get Lisa and Marissa out of the house, and I'm gonna try and run across the kitchen to try and get through and get to Matthew's room.
You're trying to protect the family.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I might have to give you a Benny for that.
Yay!
That sounds pretty heroic. All right, so you grabbed your cookbook and just running across the kitchen using it as a shield, you run over towards Matthew's room after shouting out that Lisa and Marissa should be gotten out. All right, hand in your card.
Yep.
Okay, so you are not in the kitchen anymore, Kip, but the rest of you are. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. PK, roll a d10 for me.
Okie dokie. I got a 6.
A 6. No, you didn't, because the knives are currently being held down
Yes!
by Mike's bat.
Ooh.
So roll again for me.
Oh, I thought.
Nope.
What were you trying to do?
What?
Wait, what was this?
We're seeing what in the kitchen is attacking him.
Oh, okay, I
And
get
it was a knife.
3.
3, okay. So instead of you see the knives on the countertop start trying to like jerk themselves across the counter, and Mike is holding the bat down on them, like keeping them on the countertop. A light bulb, one of the fluorescent tube lights above you, just shatters and glass comes raining down on top of you. Vigor -2 for me.
Oh no. Oh, wasted. Oh my goodness. Oh, I aced it again.
Whoa!
Oh, I aced it again.
What?
This is a different die. I'm sorry. This is a different die.
How are you doing
I
this?
don't know.
What did you roll?
21.
A 21. So
sorry.
the ball bursts above you, and all of your instincts just kick in. We'll call it leftover adrenaline from that
Sure,
earlier
yeah.
time when you were locked in the closet.
I'm used to lights exploding now.
But you just backpedal and dive into the carpeted safety of the living room.
Okay.
And avoid the glass entirely.
Can I say I take the camera with me? Can I unplug it?
Oh right, yeah, because you were
'Cause I
over
was-
the
I
corner.
was holding it.
Absolutely. So
Great.
while you were grabbing it, you just have it, and you're just running with this giant bulky camera and just diving onto your back to protect the equipment. You do not take any level of fatigue.
Shit.
Next up, Debbie. So Kip ran out of there. Mike seems to be holding the knives down on the counter. Also, PK is making his way out of the kitchen as well.
I mean, he,
Go get Lisa. and
yeah,
Liz.
he yelled for that.
Yeah.
And Mike, I'm gonna go and try and get them. I'm gonna go.
I got this.
Lisa, something's happening. You guys should get out of the house.
All right, so you're running back for their room, like just knocking on the door and like
Yeah.
throwing the door open. Okay, hand in your card. PK.
So now that the camera's safe, I'm gonna let go of that, and then I'm going to see Mike's still holding the bat down with the knives. I'm gonna run into that room and close that drawer.
Okay, you're gonna close
The door that has the knives, because he didn't close the door.
It
he
was a
just
block.
It was a knife block on the counter.
Oh,
Every
I thought
drawer
it was
and
a drawer.
cabinet is kind of like flying open and slamming itself open and closing here.
In that case, I'm gonna help. Ooh, how can I help Mike here?
I don't need it.
Okay, then I'm gonna help.
You can support Mike.
Can
You
I?
can if you make a support roll, you will give Mike either a +1 or a +2 bonus on the next action he takes, no
Okay.
matter which skill you use. If you can justify one of your skills supporting Mike, you can do that.
I will say it's me watching to see what flies at him next to warn him.
Okay, so you're that sounds like a notice roll to me.
Sure.
So you're trying to support his athletics, right?
Well, I guess whatever. Yeah, whatever he tries
It
to.
has to be a specific
Has to
skill
be
that
something
you're trying to support.
I will support your shooting.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Shooting?
What? I didn't even know you had shooting.
I do. And
Cool.
writing.
Weird. I will help
cowboy.
you.
Yeah, I work my family owns a ranch.
I hope your athletics then.
All right, so you're supporting his athletics.
Yeah.
You're just keeping an eye out. So make a notice roll.
I got a 5.
A 5, so that is a success. You'll give a +1 to his athletics. What are you shouting out?
Mike Squire, look out for that. What else is in the kitchen?
Oh
the
man,
fridge.
anything.
The fridge door.
The fridge door is opening and closing and trying to slam itself at Mike.
The fridge is trying to eat you like in Poltergeist.
And in your card.
I like that you call him Mike Squire.
Yeah.
Like in.
I didn't see Poltergeist.
Jack of clubs.
Of course.
8 of hearts.
That makes a lot of sense.
7 of diamonds.
I didn't know
9
that.
of
I think
hearts.
the fridge door
All
did.
right.
The kitchen gets a 7 of spades. All right, you're up first, Mike. You're still holding down all of these bats, but if you want to try and make an exit from the kitchen, you do have a +1 to your athletics.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do like a tuck and roll or something. And,
Okay.
And get just what Coach taught me. And I'm just gonna go down and
Coach, taught you tuck and roll?
yeah, what
Heck yeah, it's the best way to take a hit.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I'm gonna just like I'm just gonna like take a second and just go like. And like I'm holding everything, trying to hold like the refrigerator door closed and everything like that, and just go like 1, 2, 3, go!
Go, Mike Squire, go!
All right, so you're trying to get out of the kitchen, basically?
yeah.
Which way are you going? Towards the living room, towards the dining room? Where are you going?
I guess towards the dining room because we're trying to get everyone out, right?
Okay, all right, so you are making your athletics tuck and roll to just get out of the kitchen without getting hit. Make an athletics roll for me.
9.
Ooh, yeah, +1.
Oh yeah, 10.
10. Well, but that's with your fatigue. That basically cancels
Oh,
out your
9.
fatigue.
Sure,
So
yeah,
9.
yeah.
Okay, that's a success with a raise. So you 1, 2, 3, bash the fridge door in, lift your bat up, tuck and roll, and just move to the side as the knives. You hear the knives going, and knocking into the wall behind you as you make it out into the entryway. Hand me your card. Next up, I believe it is Kip. So you are running
Okay.
towards Matthew's room.
Yes. So I guess if I can, I'm gonna go into Matthew's room and like try and wake Matthew up, and if I have to, probably just like pick him up. Hey, Matthew.
What is it?
We've got to get out of the house real quick.
Right now?
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Okay.
it's an adventure.
Okay.
Here,
So you're
here.
picking him up?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pick him up. You're basically gonna have to run him through the kitchen if you're trying to get him out of the house.
Yeah, I guess. Is there a back door? Like, could I go through the living room and not have to go through the kitchen?
Where's this?
There
Like
is
a sliding
actually.
door.
So this is You're in Matt's room there. It actually looks like there is a door into this hallway where you could just run through to the entryway if you're trying to go out that way.
Okay, I am trying not to go through the kitchen, which
Okay.
seems like the nexus of
So
where
you've got him
everything's
picked
happening.
up, and you just kind of like just kick open the door on the other side of his room, and then just you're trying to run him to the front door. Okay. All right. Hand in your card. PK.
Now that Mike is out of the kitchen, I'm going to see if I can help Debbie get.
All right, so yeah, Debbie is
Lisa
in there
and-
shouting, and you hear confused sounds from there, so you're running into the other bedroom.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right, so you run into the bedroom, and Lisa is sitting up in bed, and Debbie is shouting and trying to get them to get up and get out of bed. She's saying something's happening, and all this time, there's this cacophonous noise just shaking and jouncing everything from the kitchen. The whole house is shaking, and Marissa sits up in bed and just starts screaming as you run into the room. So you run in there. What are you trying to do to help?
Mrs. Gray, Marissa, we have to leave, please. There's something wrong in the house. There's something wrong, very, very wrong. We have to go now.
Okay, all right, so give me your card.
Okay. I'm glad you didn't make me a persuade roll because I'm really bad.
No, there's no need for persuade. I think situationally this makes sense. Okay.
The world is supporting you on that one.
The kitchen is next, and there is no one else in the kitchen. So you just hear all this crashing noise and the sounds of things like breaking against the wall, glass crashing. You hear what sounds like a cabinet door being ripped off its hinges and just hurtling against a wall. That is it for the kitchen. Debbie. Marissa is still screaming, and Lisa is trying to get her to calm down.
Honey, it's all right. It's all right. We're just gonna leave the house. Everything's gonna be okay.
And I want to try to like help. I don't know. What is Lisa doing?
Lisa's trying to calm her down, but Lisa has no idea. Like, she's bleary. She just woke up. Are you trying
I'm gonna say, Lisa, we have to get out of the house now. And I'm just gonna pick up Marissa and try and head out take her and
So you're trying to pick her up, or you're trying to calm her down?
I'm trying to pick her up.
You're trying to pick her up. Okay.
Yeah.
She is screeching in bed, and she is resisting that. So I'm gonna need an athletics check.
Okay.
Ooh, you aced on
I
an 8.
aced it.
So.
And don't forget, you have a extracurricular activity that aids your athletics.
Oh, I do?
Yeah,
Oh, I
you're
do?
a cheerleading athlete.
So it's a 15.
A 15. Okay, Marissa is resisting you, but she is just a small child, and she got a 3. So she is screaming and flailing in the bed, but you managed to wrap your arms around her and just pull her bodily up off of the bed and out into the living room. And Lisa is just like jumping out of the sheets, coming up after you guys. Hand in your card. So you guys run out in there. You've got Matthew, and you're running towards the front door where Mike is like, come on. And as soon as you get Marissa out into the living room, she stops screaming, and everything in the house falls silent. Everything just crashes to the ground in the living room. All the things that were flying around just crash down and stop all at once.
What happened?
What in the hell is going on? What?
I don't know.
Matthew?
Wait. Hang on. Because, Marissa, why did you just stop screaming?
So Marissa has gone slack in your arms, and you're just holding her. You can't see her face, but her head has just gone straight down.
Marissa, honey.
Marissa? Lisa is just kind of like she's trying to get her bearings. But you guys from the front, you hear this happening, and you hear that everything has gone quiet in the kitchen. And
Are we
Matthew's-
outside?
No, you're over by the front door. You were just trying to run over that way when all of this
we didn't
stopped.
make it.
And Matthew's like, what? Mommy, what's going on?
Okay.
Where's my mom?
She's safe. My friend.
I want to
went out.
see her.
Okay, I'll put him down.
And he runs through the kitchen and into the living room. Marissa is just completely motionless and hanging heavy in your arms.
I'm gonna kind of pat her, Marissa, I'm trying to get her to rouse.
You almost feel her going slack, and it is becoming harder to hold her.
Yeah,
like
I wanna
she's trying to
set her
slip through your.
Down on the couch.
Okay, so you set her down on the couch, and her head lolls back to the side, but her hair is just covering her face.
I want to push her head up, I'm pulling her hair away from her face.
You pull her hair
Marissa.
back from her face, and her head lolls back, and she just stares at you from the side. Make a notice roll at a -2 for me.
Can I grab the camera that I brought from the kitchen and start recording?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Wow, I got it. I really want to try to. I'm gonna reroll because I got
Okay.
2.
Reroll?
Well, a 0 actually. Yeah, I got a 1.
A 1?
Yeah.
Her eyes look strange to you.
So have we gotten in there yet?
If you guys are following Matthew, then
All right.
yeah, the scene you see is PK with this camera up on his shoulder, like pointing it at the couch.
Mrs. Gray, has she ever done anything like this
No,
before?
I don't know what this is. Is she, Marissa, baby, are you okay?
Can I try like a healing check to see if there's anything wrong with her?
So like, you're gonna walk over just to make sure like she's not gone like into shock or something like that.
Yeah, I want to like take the flashlight and like shine in her eyes, see if they're reacting. And
Okay,
stuff.
so you're walking over there, getting ready to do that, and Lisa says, "Marissa, baby, are you okay?" I am not Marissa. Do you still want to do your healing check, Kit?
I think I stop.
Wait, okay. Then, if you're not Marissa, then who are you?
I am Amy Resnick.
Amy. Oh, you've talked to the kids before. Why are you in Marissa's body?
I was murdered.
By who?
His name was Dr. Heimler.
That's the neighbor. The
Right.
neighbor's last.
Okay,
Well-
when did this happen?
I died in July 1943.
40. Why are you in this house?
We are trapped.
Why? How are you trapped?
He controls us.
Where is he? What do we need to do to help you?
He uses us.
But how? He's dead.
Gains power from us.
How?
We are bound to him.
How do we change it?
We escaped him for now.
How did you escape?
Others came.
Who came?
They want his power.
Who wants it?
They want us.
Who is it?
They were his students.
His students. Are they alive?
They want his life.
Well, he's dead. What? He's dead though. He died.
Free us.
We will.
Help us.
We will.
And her body starts to get tense and tight, and her head is just held rigidly at her side, and she keeps repeating, help
Amy.
us.
All right.
Amy, it's okay. We're here
Help.
to help.
Us.
We're here to
and
help.
you hear several voices all at once, rising in a chorus, just several voices chanting, help us. And she goes rigid and screams in her chair and then falls forward off of the floor, off of the couch to the floor.
Amy, Marissa, are you all right?
And Lisa just brushes past you and just goes to Marissa and cradles her and picks her up and starts just patting her cheeks. Marissa, my baby, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And Marissa just seems all of the color has faded from her face and her eyelids just flutter weakly open. And she says, Mommy? Oh, Marissa, you're okay, I have you. And she pulls Marissa up and just holds her closely against her. It's okay,
Lisa,
It's okay.
Miss Gray, you said whenever you went to a hotel, this didn't stop?
Yes, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop no matter what. It just keeps happening.
All right.
It's okay, baby, it's okay.
Okay, we've got
It's okay.
We've got to help those people.
Well, we know that, but we gotta figure out how.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what is happening to my baby. Matthew, come here. Come to Mommy. And Matthew he has just been standing in the corner just staring like mouth open at Marissa. And she just reaches out her hand and he runs over and grabs it and she pulls him against her side as she continues to hold Marissa. It's okay. They are all terrified.
Listen,
All right.
Listen, we're gonna help. We're gonna help you. We're gonna figure out what's going on. We're gonna figure out how to help these people who are using
Give me a
you.
persuade roll.
Can I help? Can I support with this?
Yeah.
I want to use athletics.
Okay.
Actually, and I'm gonna just stand up super straight and just be like, "Ma'am, I don't know what these beings have against your family or whatever, but I swear to God, I will protect your family from them, and you can be sure that I can do that."
Okay, so give me an athletics roll, and do not critically fail this.
Oh, no. I didn't critically fail it, but I also didn't do it.
Okay, all right. So you are just kind of like blustering in the background while Debbie is up there trying to get them to calm down. You're like, I'm gonna hit it, anything, and they're just confused. But Lisa or Debbie, make your roll.
I ace on both.
Both
my
dice you
Hey,
ace.
city, baby.
It's a 10 on
it's a 10
both.
but it's an 11 because I have attractive, which I didn't add my +1 last time to my persuade.
Ah, that's correct. Okay, so she is just looking back and forth from Mike to the rest of you, but you are just trying to get her attention, and eventually you just see her kind of crazed eyes start to settle on you, and you're just being really pleasant and really normal and calm, and you're smiling, and you're a pretty young girl.
Meanwhile, I'm threatening everything else in the
I'm gonna
kitchen.
get this couch, and I'm gonna hit the window.
I've been fighting knives all night.
But you are just normalcy. You represent just nice, pleasant normalcy. And you got a 10. That's a success with a raise, or an 11, a success with a raise. So you see her just start to calm down. And she says, okay. All right. I don't know what just happened to my little girl. And I don't know what is going on here. But if you think you know anything about what she meant when whoever was saying that, then you do what you think you need to do. But I am taking my children into my room, and I am going to protect them
Yes,
from
you
whatever
should do
is
that.
happening.
So what we'll do is we'll stay here till the sun comes up. all
No,
right?
wait.
What?
I don't think that's the right thing to do here.
Okay, all right, okay.
Mrs. Gray,
Yes,
do you know anything else about your neighbor?
I don't know anything. I already told you everything I know. I
Marissa.
didn't know him.
Marissa played with him, right?
No, she didn't. We
It
just
said
waved.
in the
We just-
paper that he played with the neighborhood children. He gave them the most candy.
He gave them candy at Halloween. He would wave to them and say that. But that's all I know. My children did never go over there and play.
Ma'am,
And Marissa, from against her mother's chest, you hear her very muffled say, "I see him sometimes
Marissa, where do you see him?
through my window
Where do you see him?
outside."
Over by where he used to live? Okay.
And Lisa
So-
just looks down, and you see her go white, and she says, "I'm sorry.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
No.
I am taking my children
No,
into the
I
room."
agree. You do that. We're gonna stay with you until the sun comes
all right.
up, and then we're gonna take all this stuff. We're gonna
Okay.
review it and figure out
All
what
right,
to
excuse
do.
me. I just need to take care of my family.
All
And
right.
she just pulls them into the room and closes the door behind her. And you hear the sound of her like just reassuring, "It's okay, it's okay."
All
and
right.
you hear the bed springs creak as she gets them into the bed.
All right. So listen, we can't leave these folks alone.
Yes, we
No,
can. We need to go
okay,
investigate.
Kip, stop yelling at me and give me a goddamn second to explain what I'm saying. All right? Now, listen. We can't leave them alone, all right? Because they're freaking out. We don't know what's going to happen. They might need help. But I agree that we should figure out what's going on in that house over there.
Then
But
you
it
stay with
can't
them. I'm
be-
tired of standing in here, this crazy place.
All right. Well, this is part of the job, Kip.
I'm not waiting any longer.
Okay.
Kip is gonna get up and walk out and go out the front door.
Wait for me.
PK,
Wait, hold on.
just hold on. If he's gonna go and do something crazy, then he's gonna do that. I'm trying to say that I think we should go over there, but I don't think we should all go because we shouldn't leave him alone. So I was trying to figure out what order we should go about this.
So Kip, you've walked outside.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Okay, so Kip just goes out the front door while you guys are talking, and you just walk out into the cul-de-sac that's barely lit by the one remaining street light, and just look at the house that is just shrouded in the dark.
And all I
Over
have
there.
with me really is the flashlight.
Okay, give me a notice roll at a -2, please.
Okay. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay,
With Benny.
that was a 3 and a 1. That's not very good.
Still, it's at a -2, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna give it another try.
Okay.
But that's it. Then I'll fail. I fail. It's a critical failure.
Oh,
I
that's
can't
a
re-roll it anyway.
critical failure.
Oh, great.
So you go over there and you're just looking at the house and you hear a noise. And you're just so on edge right now that you spin to see wherever it was, and the flashlight shoots out of your hand and just smashes to the ground. You hear the crunch of glass and the light goes out. Your flashlight has been completely broken.
I want to go with him. We need to figure. Did you saw all that? You heard everything. We have to find out. We can't just stay here.
agree, but you want to leave him here with knives flying around?
Debbie, what are we going to do? If something goes in that room, what are we going to do?
I'm not saying we shouldn't go over there. I don't know why everybody keeps telling me I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we gotta also protect this family.
What are we going to do? Protect them?
I don't know. He's got a bat.
A bat is. What's the bat going to do?
I held down some knives.
Yeah, it did. Held down some knives, and there were sugar jars flying.
Yeah, that sugar ain't going nowhere.
No, it's not. So I'm just saying we should go and investigate. We gotta be smart about this.
I'm going to go. I'm gonna go grab extra tapes, the tape recorder, and a Polaroid camera, and my flashlight.
You know,
Hold on. So, a camera, your flashlight,
A Polaroid camera.
and extra
Not-
tapes.
not a giant
right,
camera.
Right, a Polaroid camera. So the other Polaroid camera, which is on, we'll say, is on the table here in living room command. Your flashlight and extra tapes. So you're shoving tapes in your pocket. You've got your flashlight and you've got the camera
And the tape recorder.
and the tape recorder.
The one that we put in the bedrooms, not the player.
Where are you holding all of these things?
I have pockets.
You do? Are you putting? So you have tapes in your pockets, a flashlight, a camera,
Yes.
and a tape recorder in your back
Camera
pocket.
probably has a strap he can put around his neck.
This one doesn't. No, this
What?
this
Why?
predates the
A
straps.
Polaroid-
They invented straps pretty early.
Not for these.
All right, here we go.
88 was a strapless year.
I won't bring extra tapes. I'll put tape recorder.
No, you can do it. You're just have stuff
That's
bristling
fine.
all over you.
I won't be prepared.
You're over
Okay.
encumbered, so you can only move one square.
Okay.
It's not true.
Wait for me, kid.
And you just
Alright.
kind of like awkwardly waddle out the front
if those
door.
two get themselves killed, I absolve us from any guilt to that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You and I are on the same page here. I just want to reiterate. Dead Nazi house.
Yeah, I know.
Middle of the night, and we just got attacked in this room. I don't think that these people should be left alone.
Right. Well, what time is it?
I mean, it's well past midnight at this point. It's
How
around
far are we from dawn?
it's around 1 a.m. Oh, it's several hours from dawn.
So we gotta wait until dawn.
Right? That's
Almost
what
made
I'm
that
thinking.
joke.
I mean, it just seems like it'd be good to go over there when there's light. But yeah, I mean, I do think we got to figure out what's going on with that house.
Flashlights?
Yeah,
That's not the kind of light I mean, you random voice.
Yeah.
that's a ghost.
Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shut up, ghost! I'll hit you.
I mean, they're going over there, but I mean, I don't know. I think they're gonna get themselves killed.
All right, so while you guys are talking about that inside the house, you have found Kip, who is just kind of like standing like, Kip, I imagine in the rush of the moment and everything happening and your flashlight just falling to the ground and breaking, you're just kind of like overwhelmed here.
That's basically exactly what's happening.
Okay.
I think I'm probably like looking at the broken flashlight and being like,
This will definitely be a fake jump scare where I grab his shoulder.
yeah. Yes. And I'm like, ah!
It's just me.
PK,
I'm sorry. I want to come with you.
you scared the crap out of me.
I know. I'm so sorry. I want to make sure you didn't leave without me.
Are Debbie and Mike coming?
Good horror trope, PK.
Nice.
Have a Benny.
I don't think so, and I don't think we should wait. This has to be figured out. What do we do? We have to go in there, but we can't just break into a home, can we?
We can break in. All right? Because we're not getting permission for this. We need to find out what's going on now.
You're right. You're right.
There's got to be a window somewhere in the back.
Yeah, it is very exposed from the street. If you guys try and like break in the front door or one of these front windows, it's going to be very difficult. If someone were to happen by at this random time of light, for you to not be seen.
Okay.
But there is a fence that surrounds it, and you know there are probably windows on the other parts of the house.
It's okay, PK. I've jumped some fences before. It'll
It's
work
not
out.
that. It's just you saw that. What in there? What are we dealing with? What is this?
I don't know.
What could do something like this?
I don't know, but we can't just let it get away with it. If there's something to be found in that house, we need to find it and we need to stop it. It's ruining these people's lives.
I'm gonna hand him the flashlight, and I'll hold the camera. I'm ready.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. So what Mike is he's in his cups right now, and by that I mean his cups of peanut M&Ms and pork cracklings. He is just like panic eating all of that food, and I can make this decision because he's not at the table. What are you doing, Debbie?
I don't know.
They have gone, and it doesn't seem like they're coming back.
Well, I don't really know what to do in this situation because I think we got to figure it out, but I think we got to be smart about it. And I don't think we should leave this family alone. I mean, it's not like they can't protect themselves, I suppose, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like this sort of thing has happened before. I'm going to go over to a window that's like over by the house and kind of just keep an eye on them, I guess. I just don't feel super comfortable leaving them by themselves.
So you're looking out, like maybe through the dining room window out front there, or there's a window in the study that also looks out towards the street.
Whatever's the closest where I am.
All right, probably the dining room. So you kind of walk over there as Mike is just stress eating, and you look out just in time to see PK hand Kip a flashlight, and you can tell they're resolving to do something, and they walk out of your field of view towards the house.
I mean,
Where'd they go?
they're going over to the house, as far as I can tell. I mean, I think they're dead set on going in there, which I think we should. I just don't know that I think we should right now.
You don't like pork cracklings, PK.
Also, you're not there, PK.
I know, but I just
I feel
Continuity.
I feel like we got to protect this family. I mean, this has been happening for a while. I don't think it's just gonna stop by the time morning comes.
I agree. You didn't tell us about the car,
I did not.
and you didn't tell us about the china cup that you found.
I didn't think it was a big deal. I figured it was just something that she had hidden away in the closet.
Just want to make sure.
By the way, I didn't tell you I found the China dolls. They're in the closet and they're having some weird little sounds with some of those stuffed animals. Pretty sure they were like...
Oh, Mike.
I took a picture.
Mike, best reaction. Best reaction. Have a Benny. You slay me, Mike Squire.
I took a bunch of pictures that I have not looked at.
You have. Oh man, you took so many
Can I
pictures.
look at some of these pictures?
Yeah. So
You've just been taking them and dropping them.
basically,
Shut
yeah.
up.
That's what happened with the picture. The camera is all still like gunked up. You don't know what you did, but you seem to have jammed some sort of internal mechanism. But the last picture was the one you took in the kitchen, and that fell on the floor in the kitchen.
Okay, well, I want to look at some of these photos.
Okay. So all of the photos that you took in Marissa's room did not develop. They are all pure white. Every single one of them, just like the photos Kip took earlier in Marissa's room, completely white. The other photos, what were the other photos you
I
took?
took a picture in the kitchen. I took a couple of pictures in the garage. I took a picture of the dryer.
Okay, in the garage and the dryer pictures, again, it's like all of those balls of light all over the place in here.
This is,
The picture, there's one picture remaining on the kitchen floor amidst all of the mess that is just lying face down on the ground.
I'll get that one.
Okay, so you walk in there and try and gingerly pick through the bits of broken glass and pick it up and flip it over. And instead of a picture of the kitchen, it is just a zoomed in picture of a screaming male face.
Mike,
Yeah.
I took this picture in the kitchen.
Okay.
It doesn't look like a kitchen. Yeah. So, do I recognize the face?
No, it does not look like any one of you.
Does it look like the face in the article of the
No.
Nazi guy?
It is contorted with rage.
When did you take that?
That was when did I took
That was after everything started freaking out in the kitchen. You just took a picture.
Yeah, that's when everything started in the kitchen, and I took a picture to see if we could catch it. And I mean, it kind of looks like
That's
about it.
that's the dude that was like trying to like throw knives at me and shit.
I mean, that would make sense as an assumption. I don't know. I don't recognize this person. Doesn't seem like a dead Nazi guy. At least from the photo we had from the article.
All right.
Yeah. So something's going on. I don't really. I think we just need to protect this family until we can figure out what's going on during the day, and then tomorrow night, like maybe during the day, we can figure out how to take care of or like free these ghosts.
Funny you should say that, because back outside, you two are looking around the fence trying to figure out the best way to get inside of this dead Nazi house. So there is the front door and the windows, which you can see now. You guys haven't really seen this house. There are notices posted on the front door and on the front windows, and you remember very briefly Debbie mentioning something about that. You guys gonna get closer?
Yeah, let's find out what those notices say.
Okay, so you kind of creep up with your flashlight rays, and you see that they look like very official legal notices that pronounce that this house has been sealed by order of Judge Joe McCrary of Pine Box, Texas, pending completion of a criminal investigation. Anyone entering the premises without proper authority is in violation of this court order and may be subject to criminal procedures.
Criminal procedure.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do things that are criminal if it's the right thing to do, PK.
If you say so.
Sometimes breaking the law is the only way to do the right thing.
All right,
I do want to help this family, I do.
it's okay. If anyone asks, I'm the one who broke in. All right? You were just making sure I was safe.
Okay. I don't know if I'd let you take the fall for something like this, but it helped me feel better, so thank you.
Will
I
both of
appreciate
you make another notice roll for me? This
Yeah.
is at a -2, although for PK, it's going to be at a -3, because this is a hearing-based notice
cool.
roll.
Oh,
There's a cop waiting for you.
I'm not rolling good notices.
3, so it's 2.
I'll re-roll 1 with this Benny, and
Okay.
I'm not using my last Benny.
I'll do
Okay.
1 as well before he notices what it is.
Yeah, I fail.
Okay.
I got a 5, which is a failure. With
You
a
both
-2.
fail.
I also fail.
You both just hear the blood just rushing through your ears. Like you guys are, you know what you're about to do is going to break the law, and you could get in crazy trouble for this. But you both are committed to doing this.
All right. Is there like, let's make our, so to get to the house, do we have to jump the fence or?
No. So
We're at the front door now, right?
Yeah, you guys are up by the front door. So there's a like a walkway up from the cul-de-sac and just by the driveway to the front door, which you guys walked up, and that's where you're checking out the windows and everything. However, the sides of the house are fenced. Basically, there's a 7-foot tall privacy fence that goes all the way around the house. It shares a fence with Lisa's house.
So I guess the plan is let's try the front door, and if it's locked, we can go around back. Because I think if we're gonna break in, we got to do it we don't want to do it like visible from the street.
Yes, agreed.
Okay.
So try the front door.
Okay. So you walk up and try the front door, and it is, of course, locked.
As expected. All
All
right.
right. Let's go around the back.
All right.
I'll jump the fence first. You can put the camera over, and I'll grab it and then follow after.
Okay, but maybe we should turn the flashlight off, because if someone sees us around the house with the flashlight on, it might not look good.
All right, until we get over the fence.
Yes. So we'll do that.
You guys gonna jump the fence?
Yep.
Okay. I need athletics rolls from both of you.
Cool.
All right, I have a D4.
Mike,
I'm
help me
not
out.
great at this.
Motivate me. Wait, this is
Just in your head, you just remember.
Oh,
like,
ace on the
ace.
D4.
So, okay, I got a 5.
A 5.
No.
A 3 for PK.
No.
Can I
Are
assist
you gonna
PK?
reroll?
I guess he already rolled.
Yeah,
so.
he already rolled.
Well, I mean, that was me failing, so now that he's on the other side, can he assist me now?
Oh well, hold on.
On a different roll? Oh, because I'm re-rolling.
Yeah, you just reroll.
Yeah, that's right.
Although if you want to just fail,
That's fine. Ace.
Okay.
Ace, it's fine.
Okay, you aced it.
Oh, ace.
Double ace.
It's fine.
Right.
9.
Oh,
A
yeah,
9.
it's
Okay,
a-
so yeah, you've scaled 1 or 2 fences before, and this isn't all that tall. So both of you, even though your hands are kind of laden with things, you tuck stuff under your arms and you kind of just run up and just kind of do that thing where you scrabble with your feet up the bottom of the fence so you can grab the top of it, and then you both kind of awkwardly and clumsily pull yourselves up and over.
Yeah, and also
into the yard.
specifically, I kind of go up first and kind of hanging from the other side, reach and grab the camera from PK so that he can kind
Cool.
of jump up and do
Thank
it.
you.
Teams work.
Teamwork.
And you are now both on the other side of the fence. This darkened 2-story gray brick house just looms solidly in the darkness.
I grab the I grab the flashlight and turn it on its little dim, and I whack it a bit to get the juices flowing in the battery, and then or whatever that
That
does.
doesn't really help the electronics. You shouldn't do that.
But it did help though, because now the flashlight is glowing steadily.
That's just a coincidence. Don't hit the flashlight anymore.
I don't know. I think it's a pretty solid plan.
That's how these things work.
And you start looking around. So the yard is all overgrown with like the grass and the weeds have sprouted up. Clearly, no one has taken care of this for a couple weeks. And it doesn't appear that you see like an outdoor like air conditioning unit. This side yard just seems to go around to the back. There's windows and such just kind of like down the length of the house, and then of course on the upper floor there's windows as well. What are you looking for specifically?
Specifically, like a back door.
Like a sliding glass door, something would happen in the back of a house.
Okay.
Especially a door that, if it's not sliding glass, which would be perfect, then something that like maybe has like a glass window that we could like break and reach in
Okay,
and
yeah.
open the door.
Ooh, okay, so you guys are like committed to breaking
Well,
and entering that.
That's not the that's
Worst
not
case scenario.
necessarily
Worst
but
case scenario.
that would be an option.
So you guys are creeping through the side yard against the fence that it shares with the gray home. As both of you are walking through there, so you have your flashlight out, right?
Mhm.
Give me a notice roll. Are you going first, Kip?
Yes, and I imagine you're following with the camera.
Yes.
Okay, so no penalty to the
It's a Polaroid camera though, not a.
Sure. Oh yes. Okay. Right.
No penalty to the notice roll then. You've got light.
Do I make one as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, great. I got a 2.
A 2, wow.
I got a 5.
A 5. Okay.
I'll let it be because I have no.
You're just kind of scanning as you walk back there, and you're just kind of watching as well, PK, just for any sign of anything. You're both on edge. And as Kip walks by a window, just scanning with the light, you see something that makes you call out for him to stop.
Keep stop. I saw something in the window.
No, not in the window. You saw that this window is ajar.
I think.
Good eye, PK.
Just very lightly, the window is open a bit. Jumping back to the house here. So you two are still in the house. Mike, you're still panic eating. You guys are still trying to figure out what to do, but they have been gone for a while now.
I don't know what to do. I don't think we should
All right.
leave.
No. Nothing went into that room while they were in there, right?
What, the kitchen? Or,
No,
or
no,
the,
no,
The
the-
bedroom.
Yeah, Miss Gray's room.
I don't think so. I mean, not that I saw.
And the stuff that's happened to the family, like, it hasn't been, like, violent, right?
Well, I guess not. I mean, all they've said, they've heard like loud noises.
You do
and banging.
recall, yeah, her mentioning loud banging Seeing things move around. She mentioned a plate came flying out of the cabinet at one point in the kitchen, and then she also mentioned the dark shadow that was standing over their bed that one night. But you haven't seen anything like
Over
that.
her bed in her room?
Yes.
In Miss Gray's room?
Yes.
I mean, it kind of seems like it's coming to a head right now. So I don't know. I mean, it could be.
Both of you give me a notice roll at a -4.
Oh my god.
Ooh, y'all better notice this.
I don't notice it.
Okay.
But you know what? I'll try one more time.
Okay.
Remember, you can always fail these, so be careful.
I don't notice.
You do not
I
notice.
rolled the exact same thing, which is
Okay.
3.
Oh.
Makes me a -1.
Okay. Yep. Just continuing your conversation.
It's amazing what happens when you don't have a billion cursed Spanish gold.
Right.
Yeah.
I was at a -6. Like, even if I had
Oh,
Spanish
right,
gold,
yeah.
that would never happen.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just seems like not smart to leave them. I feel like we came in here and we stirred something up, is really what I'm saying.
Sure, but like here's what I'm thinking. Whatever like possessed Marissa, like maybe that's like some sort of like protection. You know what I mean? Like maybe nothing can hurt them because like it's already like in there or something. You know?
Maybe, but why is all this focused on this house? Because like none of this happened here. It was all, I mean, if it was about the dead Nazi guy, it's all over there. So why are they here?
Right.
And why is it Marissa? And
Right.
why, like,
Yeah.
what's the connection? So
Both of you make a common knowledge roll for me.
okay.
Great.
Connect those dots, baby.
4.
Yeah.
Ace,
4?
baby!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Double ace.
All right. That's 17.
A 17 from Mike.
Mike's all
Okay.
common knowledge right now.
Yeah.
So,
wait. It's in me. It's in me. It's in me.
You're thinking back, and the very questions you're answering, something that Marissa said when she wasn't speaking like Marissa, it's on the tip of your tongue. You feel like it's connecting here. Mike, maybe it's because you saw something like this in a movie once.
Probably not.
But you can't, yeah. Maybe you heard something like this in a movie from the other room that you could not watch. But as Debbie is asking the specific question she's asking, if it happened over there, why are they here? Why is all this happening here? You remember that weird voice that Marissa was using, and you remember her saying, we are bound to him. We escaped for now, but we are bound. And you get the impression that this is maybe what's happening here is connected to the other house. It's not localized in the other house because the spirits or whatever is happening have gotten away, but they can't get all the way away.
All right. Maybe it's the pork cracklings talking. It's probably the 12 Mountain Dews I've had.
Half of the cube.
Yeah, literally half the cube. You guys have had like 2, all right?
I feel like I should give you like some sort of mechanical something for having had 12 Mountain Dews in the span
I'm
of
a
like
big guy. It
4
kind of
hours.
goes through. Like,
At least you should use the restroom.
I feel like
Oh,
I knew
I have.
plenty of people in college who just operated on that rate of Mountain Dew.
As you say that, I'm remembering that as well. In fact, I think I was one of those people.
Oh, God,
You were doing all the do.
Please continue.
maybe what happened is this Nazi guy, like, he died in that house, right? And like, somehow these spirits that were sort of attached to him from what he did, like in the war or whatever, like they were with him, and then somehow they got away from that house, and like they made it, and they could only get into this house, and he's like reaching out all spirit-like into this house and making shit happen, trying to get him back.
Well, if that's the case, then, I mean, what do we do about it?
Well, like, okay. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think we need to go to the dead Nazi's house.
All right, but you think they'll be all right here? I mean, I know they lived here and they've been dealing with this, but, like, this is more than what she said.
I think that the China dolls and shit that's going on here, like, there's some sort of thing that's going to protect them. I'm going to believe that, whether it's true or not.
All right. Okay. Well. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go outside. Let's just take it a step at a time. So we'll go outside. We'll leave the front door open, right? And then we can keep an eye on the house. All right. And then we can see both of them and kind of just inch our way over, just keeping an eye, making sure.
I think we can see where this methodical plan is leading, so we'll jump back over here. The noise that they failed to hear was you two climbing the fence into the other yard. So now you are standing by this window, which is definitely slightly open.
All right. PK, hold the flashlight. I'm gonna try and... is it like...
It's one of those like
a lift window
windows.
or like a swingy thing?
It's a swing window.
Then I'm going to, with PK holding the flashlight, I will push the window open as much as I can and then try and pull myself into the window.
So it squeaks like it hasn't been oiled in quite some time, and you see flakes of rust falling down from the rim of the window. But it does open up into what looks like, from the light of PK's flashlight, a dining room. You see a big table with several chairs around it, far too many for a man who lives by himself, you would assume, unless he had a lot of company over from time to time, and a nice china cabinet over against the wall. Everyone had china cabinets, bro. You remember those? What happened to those? Everyone had china
You realize
cabinets.
how creepy
We
they
have.
are.
We had a china cabinet. I don't know what happened to it.
My grandma had one for
My
sure.
grandma had one.
It's not in our house now. It definitely was in our house.
They
when I
didn't
was a
survive
kid.
past the 80s or mid-90s.
Ah.
No more china cabinets.
Weird.
Anyways, darkened dining room. That's what you see. And you're going to pull yourself in?
Yeah, I'm going in.
You don't need an athletics roll. The window's not that high off the ground. Just with a little time and energy, you can put yourself over the edge and into the house.
I'll reach my hand out.
And then I'll climb in.
Okay, right behind him. You guys are standing in a darkened dining room. Again, big, nice, solid wood table, several chairs, china cabinet against one wall. It looks like it opens up into what looks like a kitchen with a hallway beyond it. And to your right, it looks like it heads into a giant living room of some kind.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna pull out the tape recorder and pop in a fresh tape and hit record.
Okay.
Good thinking.
I want to get all this on tape in case... Well, I mean, we already have a lot of evidence, but any more wouldn't hurt.
All right.
All right, which way?
Maybe through the kitchen. Whatever was haunting, or I feel strange using that word, whatever was affecting that other house seemed to be focused in their kitchen. Let's start there.
Well, what if it attacks us again? Shouldn't we skirt the kitchen?
If it attacks us again, we'll deal with it.
All right, let's go.
With your pulses racing because you are in a dead man's house. Not just a dead man, a dead Nazi's house. It's very late at night. And also, you are breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Just entering.
That's true. You move slowly into the kitchen. This is a very normal looking kitchen. It's got a stovetop range, a refrigerator, counter space. It's not very large. It's just a single man's kitchen. There's an exposed trash can just on the end of the countertop, but that's all you see.
Can we search for anything strange? I'd like to.
Give me a notice roll.
Okay. Oh, crit fail.
Oh!
Crit fail.
Wow.
I know exactly what I'm going to do with this.
Oh no.
Well, I got
Almost
a 3.
crit fail.
I almost crit failed. That's 3.
All right, you got a 3. You got a crit fail. So you are creeping into the kitchen and looking around, and PK is walking behind you, but you are just being so situationally aware of everything. Just your senses are buzzing, and you're looking around trying to find anything of note in the kitchen. PK behind you is looking back from the way you came, and he just bumps into you, and it startles you so bad that you cry out and just throw your hands up. The flashlight goes spinning out and hits a cabinet, and you hear a crunch and the tinkle of glass as the flashlight boom, boom, falls to the ground, completely
I'm so sorry.
dead.
You didn't bring another flashlight, did you?
I only had the one. What happened to yours?
You guys have now been plunged into total darkness in this dead Nazi's house.
What happened to my flashlight? Almost the exact same thing.
Meanwhile, back over here, you guys have inched out the front door, looking back, inched out into the street, looking
Both
back.
have flashlights.
You both have flashlights. There is no.
In my bag.
And you see a broken flashlight in the middle of the cul-de-sac.
That doesn't look
No
good.
sign of Kip or PK.
Do you think that's bad?
Well, yeah, like
Well, but do you think something happened to him?
I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. All right.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna look back at the house. I think everything's all right there. So, okay, let's get closer. Maybe we can look in a window and see if they're in there.
Will both of you give me a notice roll at a -2 from the cul-de-sac here?
I'm up for that. It's a 2.
Ace.
Ooh, ace!
It's a 5.
All right. That's a.
An 11 -4?
Wait. You said it was -2.
Right.
-5.
-5 for your
Yeah,
fatigue.
because fatigue. Yeah.
Hey, that's a 6.
Hey.
That's a success. So Debbie, you're looking around trying to see if there's any sign of any sort of like violence over. You remember seeing them move out of the cul-de-sac, so you don't understand why this broken flashlight is here. And as you're checking that out, you just see a real quick like whoosh of light from inside, and then it's gone. You can kind of just see like a flash of light from inside the front window.
Oh,
What
so
the-
cool.
I do think that they are in there.
You do? Did you see him?
Yeah, there's light, I guess, a flash of light or whatever. So, like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know either. I just want to make sure this family's all right.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, the house still seems like it's not trying to kill anyone yet again. So I guess let's go look in the window.
Maybe we focus its attention on this house. Like it will follow us and then keep them, safe or whatever.
Maybe that's worth it. We can just.
Yeah, I don't like that, but
Yeah. All right.
that's
Okay.
that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we got the bat, so.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are walking up to the front of the house to try and look in through the window?
Yeah. Just see if we can see them with the flashlight.
Okay, so what are you guys doing in now the complete darkness of the kitchen? It is almost completely dark. There is a very, very dim amount of light filtering in from the window behind you.
All right, okay, let's feel around. There's got to be another flashlight in the drawers, maybe.
Sure,
We have
or-
to try.
A lamp or a light switch or something.
I mean, the light switch would be bad if someone saw us in here.
Yeah, but if we can't see anything, we're just gonna trip all over each other.
Okay, yeah, let's turn on the light switch to find the flashlight and then turn it off.
Okay.
Okay, so both of you are feeling around for a light switch?
Or if we can find a flashlight.
A drawer, like if we could open a drawer and just feel around and.
Okay, so those are two very different difficulty levels of a task.
You know what I think might be relatively easy to find in a kitchen
What's that?
is some matches.
Okay.
Like if we search by the stove, would we be able to find like some matches or a lighter or
A
something?
light switch.
We definitely find some matches.
You definitely find. Oh, do you find some matches?
Oh,
Okay.
Right.
All right. So you guys are kind of like feeling around. You remember where you saw the stove was, and you're kind of feeling over there. And both of you are like, yeah, matches. There should be matches over here because it's a gas stove, right? Everyone's got a gas stove. And you're feeling around for the kitchen matches that everyone keeps by their gas stove. And sure enough, you hear the of a cardboard box with something shaking inside of it, PK. And you reach out and grab one of those big rectangular boxes of Strike Anywhere
I had
matches.
so many of those in my house.
But it's actually human knuckle bones.
What the?
Those light real well though. So, I'll pull one out and then strike. I found matches.
So you strike a match, and all of a sudden, light flares into the kitchen. And as you guys are walking up to the front door with your flashlights, like in front of you as you move up, you're going to the windows, and you peer in, and you suddenly see what looks like the very dim light of flame just coming from behind somewhere deeper in the house. Like you're kind of seeing through a living room into a dining room, and you see flame light from there. You also both see what looks like a shadowy figure on the stairs, moving slowly down and peering around to where that match-flared light has come from. And that is where we will end this evening.
Oh God.
Oh no!
Oh. Oh.
So thank you very much for joining us for episode 2 of East Texas University Undeclared. It appears that our intrepid young students have snuck into a house that is not as empty as they first assumed.
Oh boy.
There is definitely something weird going on here, and it seems like they are about to discover that they might have bitten off more than they can chew, but we will have to find out next Monday night at 8 p.m. Pacific time here on twitch.tv/savingthrow show for the finale of East Texas University Undeclared. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this. I hope that you are as invested in this as we are here at the table, because I'm having a great time doing this to these guys. Again, this is in cooperation with Pinnacle Entertainment in celebration of their ongoing Kickstarter for Savage Worlds Adventure Edition, the brand new edition of Savage Worlds that they are funding right now. It is crazy funded, but if it gets to $400,000 before the campaign ends, which is in 9 days, they're going to print a brand new version of the adventure deck, you guys. They just announced that the other day. Brand new art, reworked cards, new cards, all kinds of awesome new things. They haven't done an adventure deck reprint in forever. So this is big, big news. This is something that everyone was asking about. And they're so close. We're so close, guys. So spread the word about the Kickstarter. If you haven't backed, but you're interested at all in Savage Worlds or playing games like the ones we're playing here tonight, definitely check that out, because it is an amazing Kickstarter. So many things have been unlocked, so many awesome stretch goals. So check that out, guys. And we want to say thank you to Pinnacle Entertainment for making this possible and for partnering up with us to do this game. It is a blast for us. We hope you're having a good time too. If you want to see more Savage Worlds action from this same group here at the table, join us Friday night at 8 p.m. here on Saving Throw for Wild Cards, which is our Deadlands Reloaded Savage Worlds show. It is nearing the end of the campaign, but if you want to catch up with everything that's been going on our YouTube page, there are recaps of all of the previous seasons that are about 15 to 20 minutes per episode. Per season. So definitely watch those, and then join us if you'd like for some of that action. Also, we have all kinds of other stuff happening on Saving Throw all the time. However, this week, there's not as much happening because a bunch of people are going to be at Gamehole Con in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Madison, Wisconsin,
Yep.
right?
That's the
and
place.
we will be, some of these people seated here at this table will be there. And some of them will be playing in charity games with some very big name people. Patrick Rothfuss, Matthew Mercer,
Okay, that's
other
cool.
people like that to raise money for Extra Life, I believe, right?
I sold my soul to a demon to get into this game. And
did.
It worked out great, so I highly recommend it. But
Best-
it's for a good cause.
Best use of soul selling ever.
Yeah, that demon was like, for a charity thing? Like, I guess. This is easy.
I think that's a loophole. I don't think I can take this. So definitely stay tuned to our social media for that. And we've got all kinds of awesome stuff happening. This weekend will be Broken Pact with D&D. That is our Ravnica show. And fun stuff happening all
We
the
also
time.
have podcasts.
Yes, we do.
This is coming out in podcast form. It is out now. The first episode is out now. You can find it wherever podcasts are distributed, iTunes, Google. It's out there. Go find it. This one will be out very soon. Wildcards is out as a podcast. We also have a dedicated podcast on Kenny Valley Cancer Cell. There's lots of things, or podcasts that the three of us, I don't know, who am I pointing at? Gaurav, Jordan, caves-callarman, me, that's experienced pointers talking about RPGs and GMing. So
And if you are listening to this on a podcast in the future, she just pointed
I
to
did.
each of the people whose
I
names she
pointed.
said.
That's what I
She's only
did.
cut
did.
this part out.
We dropped a few little breadcrumbs of other new Savage Worlds rules in this session, but next session I am planning to reveal a few more interesting tidbits that I find particularly fun, so I hope you will join us for the conclusion of that. Again, we are playing Last Rite of the Blackguard, but I am tweaking it a little bit since that is not ordinarily set in the 80s, and it doesn't flow in quite this way. But if you want to spoil it for yourself, you can check out that adventure. If not, I recommend waiting till the end of this mini-series to spoil it for yourself and see what we did wrong and what you might have done differently.
Oh, well.
Wrong.
But until then, thank you very much for being here. Thank you to Rick Bear for running everything behind the scenes. Thank you, Rick. And we hope we will see you next Monday for the finale of East Texas University Undeclared. But we will leave you with the flying raven caw.
Oh, wait, I didn't figure this out.
You got it.
Caw! Go Ravens!